Woo!
Woo!
Hello.
Woo!
Howdy, howdy, howdy.
Out here.
Welcome to our stream. Why do you count down from 10? I need to know.
To give me time to process the fact that I'm doing it.
That's entirely fair.
So
Yeah.
like the 10 to 6 are a countdown for the countdown?
Kind of. It's so that I can like get comfortable with the fact that we're about to go live.
Okay. Interesting.
Though it also helps when Nick does razz me about it, because him making me laugh also helps make me comfortable. And then the stream usually starts with me laughing, which is not a bad
That's
thing.
good. We like laughing here.
Yes, we do. So yes, hello, darlings and dears of the internet, and hello to my lovely players and friends. Okay,
Hello.
so we are missing a couple of cast members tonight, but that is okay. We shall trudge on nonetheless. And let me ask amongst you all, let's see, we've got 4 folks here. Would anybody like to volunteer to tell us what happened last time, or should I roll?
Either way.
Okay.
I can give a brief, just what I remember off the top of my head.
Sure, and then if anybody remembers more to fill in, feel free.
So we're still in the pages of Iris's book.
Mm-hmm.
Most of us are still on our the bodies of the other characters that we ran into.
Mm-hmm.
Pam's here now. Gregnut is here now.
Mm-hmm.
We defeated the doppelgangers of ourselves that we were fighting in this session before last.
Mm-hmm.
And one of them died, and then we tried to get the other Taya, who's not being possessed by Iris, to revive the other Drax through use of whatever was in the box that they were carrying.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that was pretty much it. We left off where they were coming back up to us like we did before.
Mm-hmm. Did someone drop out and then come back in?
No, I just muted myself because I was opening a bag of popcorn and I didn't want to interrupt.
I see. Thank you. Very considerate. Okie doke. Did Vincent leave anything out in that you think is important, everybody? I believe there was some information found in alternate Taya's notes. Am I correct?
Yeah, I don't remember what it was though.
Pam or Darius, or do either you happen to remember? I believe you were the two who were investigating her person.
Maybe I should roll a history dice.
That's all right. I can just. Part of the reason you were able to figure out what was in the box was due to the
Wasn't it a witch?
Mm-hmm. Something about a time witch, whose work had been. Basically, she realized it was bad news after she had made it, and then wanted to keep it from falling into the wrong hands. Some kind of an issue with the village where it had been used. All manner of some such troubles. Yes. I do believe that was primarily the rest of what happened. It was also the tail end of that fight that y'all completed. And then I believe one of the last things that happened was that, Vincent, you tried to tell Iris, hey, don't do that for me, though, please. And she did not answer. And then we cut away to something that none of you would know in character. That the book that y'all have been transported into of Iris's oracle notes, oracle journal, was picked up on the beach where it landed.
Oh, shoot.
And taken somewhere else.
I forgot about that.
Yes.
Where are we going to pop up?
I remembered that it was picked up, but I didn't know that it was taken somewhere else. I thought, there's a possibility it was someone on the ship, in which case they would just bring us back onto the ship.
Well, you never know.
I guess we will find out.
Hmm.
Yes, we shall see. So, with all that being said, you all find yourselves in a clump down in this basement with the alternate Taya and her cohorts having been whisked away by the manipulations of time itself. What are you all going to do?
If I remember correctly, the door that I used to get here is no longer there, correct?
Correct.
Gotcha.
Arte is still around, right?
Yes, Taya, who is also Iris, is around. She,
Or Iris, yeah.
yeah, she appears to be relatively. She's halfway between shaken and lost in thought. She keeps glancing down the hallway where the other Taya just was.
Hey, yo. Iris Taya.
Yes?
You ever made it this far before?
Not. Well, I've never possessed a body of this before. Before I had made it as far as seeing them enter into the fight with the Beholder, I thought that's where everything went wrong, but evidently not.
So, what now?
Now I suppose we continue in the dungeon or wait to see if her trick worked somehow, or I'm not sure. I don't know if this is the Taya part of me speaking or the me part of me, but should we have kept that?
Kept what?
This uber powerful time thing?
Yeah. No, you're right.
So okay. Are we hoping to find that same group of alternate us's, or do we want to continue on in trying to fulfill what the mission could be? Because we can't even do that if we don't have the artifact they were going to put back in place.
Yes.
Vincent, I said two things. Which of them are you saying yes to?
I don't know.
What happens when we just keep waiting and hiding here and seeing what happens?
It might take time. That I don't know if we have or not, but we could. Certain members of our party may start to go a little bit insane, but such is life.
Well, let's take a quick rest.
You want
I
to take a
don't think
short
now
rest?
is the time for that, Darius. If they find us, then I think the other Taya is going to probably try to attack us.
Hence the hiding.
Do they know where they're going though? What if they're searching for something and they find us by accident?
I don't know. That's the other thing. Until we see them, we don't know if that time doohickey worked. And if we do see them, if the time doohickey did work, did it send them back in time to where they wouldn't know or recognize us? Or if it did work, would it be specifically her with the... Oh, I hate... I've interacted with it for all of 5 seconds and I already hate time travel. Okay.
So we should try to actively find them, is what you're saying.
Maybe, or at least where they might want to go. Because depending on whether or not they know what they're heading into, the outcome might be different. There's also the... You know the thing with, water when you drop it onto a leaf the same time twice and it rolls different ways.
The Continental Divide?
No.
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 The butterfly effect.
Kind of. Kind of that. But here's the other thing. Pam,
Yes.
you came out of this closet, yes?
Yes, that's no longer there, yes.
Okay. They also came out of this hallway. This hallway just ends. It's not like they walked here from another room. It's like they were stuck here. Because we didn't hear sound coming out of this hallway until we started to walk down it. Right? Oh.
Right.
Hey, no, that's weird.
Something about this place doesn't feel right.
The question is, I feel like this is going to go the exact same way it went with us. Do we try to break the pattern or do we try to continue it?
I don't know. I think that our meddling has become part of the source of the trouble, but if we do not meddle, there is still trouble that inevitably happens. So, I'm unsure.
Didn't we hear sounds coming from somewhere?
Everybody make a perception check.
Perception.
My best stat.
And remember, you can use either your... Okay. Was that your Tony stat or your Rendor stat?
Oh, shoot.
Oh no.
Wait, what are we
I
rolling?
forgot.
How
That's
did I
okay.
do that?
That's okay.
Okay, just add 5 to that.
Just add 5.
Yeah.
So you'd be at 11.
Add 20 to mine.
Yeah.
We're doing perception? Oh no.
Oh no. Nice.
I'm carrying this team.
So Pam,
With your back hurt.
all the time, every day. So Pam, it doesn't strike you. You all kind of hear what she says and then cock your head to listen. Rendor, you think you hear something, but you're not quite sure. It just sounds very distant. It could just be like easily the sound of some kind of weird wind through the passage, or like if there's some kind of moisture dripping off the thing. But Pam, you hear originally what you thought you heard at the very end of what was happening before. You thought you heard like a thunk thunk thunk, but now you hear what sounds almost like a scratching or sawing against brick.
Can I try to follow the sound where it's coming from?
Yes. So with your 24, you're able to follow it. The current closest point to you would be... I'm on the wrong layer. One moment. You are bright red. The closest one for you... Wait, that's Chip. This is you. I knew because I drew you and Gregnut weird shapes. Would be pressing your ear against here. But even that is still too far away. But this is the closest you can get from this current like position you're in. If you wanted to get closer to where you can tell the sound is coming from, you'd have to like refinagle yourself somewhere throughout the hallways of this dungeon to find out where it's actually coming from.
Can I do that?
If you want.
Yeah, I want to try to follow the sound.
Okay, make an intelligence check for me.
Oh no!
Jeez.
As soon as I go off, I push it.
Surprise.
It sounded like an intelligent dog.
Wow, I didn't realize Jacques was so loud. That was crazy.
So you start working out in your head. You know that you at the very least have to start going back down this hallway and then investigate which of the other ways could lead up. Is everybody going to follow her?
Yeah.
Okay. So we got Tony.
Shield up.
We got Greg, but we got Greg.
Sure, I'll follow if everyone else is going.
Okay. We got... Wait. Vincent, you were blue?
I don't remember, to be
No.
completely honest.
I also don't remember. We need more colors.
Mm.
Wait, Tony was gray. Okay. This map is... You're not in a battle
Tony,
anymore.
Taya's green,
Uh-huh.
Drax is blue, Chip is red, and Darius is purple.
Okay. So, in going to find the sound, you return back to this main hallway portion, and you can realize that it was coming from the direction of that corner towards where you were, so that means it's coming to the left, and the hallway you were just in ends. So you could either try to break the wall there, which doesn't seem to make much sense, or, let me... Everybody make... Where did my mouse go? Oh no, not this again. Come on,
Oh.
please. There it is, okay. Everybody make another perception check as you look down further into this hallway. Ooh, buddy.
Oh my gosh.
Oh
Whoa.
my goodness.
Rendor and I are literally getting the same rolls every time. I don't
It
know
starts
how.
like coughing, so the other people can't hear.
Oh, man. Heck. Okay. Okay, so... Interesting, actually. Okay, I want a couple of things to happen. Okay. Ryan, I want you
Uh-huh.
to roll a d6 for me, please.
Ooh.
And then Vincent.
Ooh, you're in trouble.
And then Vincent, I want... Okay. Okay. And then Vincent, I want you to roll a wisdom check for me. But I want you to
Okay.
use Drax's stat.
Okay.
So Drax, I want you to roll a wisdom check for me.
Hmm.
So, you being you, Rendor in Tony's body, as you start to like percolate and think a little bit about this time nonsense, there's some part of you that's like torn between an extremely visceral reaction of fascination, but then anger, because you realize that you don't get it all the way. And you're just like caught up in that for a little bit in the back of your head as you're trying to follow everybody. And it's giving you a hard time focusing. Vincent, well, Drax, properly.
Yes.
That was a wisdom check, yes?
Yes.
Okay. Oh, I forgot he's how much wiser he is than Vincent.
I still may have done the wrong one. I think
Hmm?
part in one area it says +3, in another area it says +4. So
a
it's
check?
16 to 17.
Okay. So that's the difference between a saving throw and a check, but that's okay.
I see.
Yes.
There's like a special skill for it.
Saving throws for like when you're rolling against spells or in sudden changes of a situation or anything like that.
Right. Just for Vincent, most of them are the same unless I have proficiency.
Gotcha.
But I think Drax has something else.
Mm-hmm.
+1 bonus on saves for some reason. I'm not sure why.
Yes, I think it's because he's human. Question mark? I'll have to double check on that. It's either
Maybe?
human
I'm
or it's
also.
because of a
I
feat
mean,
that he
Vincent's
took.
human. Oh well.
Yeah. I'll have to check on that actually. I think it's a feat.
So it's a 16 basically, though.
Yes. Yeah. So as you're falling down the hallway, your mind feels strangely clearer than it sometimes does when you're Vincent.
Mhm.
In that you're not 100% sure why the other Drax would have attacked the way that he did, but you do know that no matter what would have happened, he is... Whatever other versions of Drax there are that exists, he will do whatever it is that he must to protect the people that he's with.
Uh-huh.
And so you feel as though if/when you would meet him again/you again, you know that is the primary goal / that is what you can use to reason with him, if that makes sense.
Okay.
Yes.
Interesting.
So, with this in mind, Pam, Darius, you're able to see maybe 20 feet ahead of you. Pam, thanks to part of your... You have dark vision as a tiefling, right?
Yes.
You're able to see a decent amount farther. And you can see that this long hallway eventually breaks off into 2 further hallways. One does, in fact, lead left.
What do you say, folks? You want to go down here?
And then, hold on one more second. So you got an 18 perception?
Yeah.
About halfway down the hallway along the wall to the left, you see some kind of, like, scrawl on the stone that you can't make out from this angle.
Wait, where is it?
Down the hallway, maybe halfway down to the left.
Okay. Does anybody want to help me read this?
Are you walking into the hallway?
Yes.
I will
Sorry.
go with her if she walks. Like,
Okay.
I will whip the shield out.
Okay. So you two are walking side by side. I want both of you to roll luck checks for me.
Is that a D20?
Yes, please. Okay. So, you in half Rendor, half Rogue mode, still a little, like, peeved in the back of your mind. Even then, you're still a little bit more aware of potential dangers around you as Pam steps forward, and on maybe the 3rd tile she steps on, you see something compress, and then hear...
Can I grab her or something?
Pam, make a dexterity saving throw. You make a dexterity check, and if you succeed, she can have advantage on the save. But what the rest of you notice, who are still standing back at the end of the hallway, is that the
Dang.
Next bonus.
definitely.
Oh my gosh.
Okay, so Pam, you like dance up and scramble a couple tiles. Yes. Heck yeah. Okay.
Ooh.
Okay. So what ends up happening
Thank you, Rendor.
is so the tile that you stepped on falls away behind you and you scamper forward, and then the rest of the tiles behind both of you scamper forward another 30 feet as they all are kind of falling behind you. It's at a relatively slow pace for now, but there's like another 15 feet of tile that's like slowly falling away at like a foot per every 10 seconds. And you guys are all still on the other side of this gap. So let me move Pam.
Ooh.
And Randor. So y'all's is roughly here. No, I have Randor on the wrong layer. How could I? No.
He exists on the wrong plane of existence.
I cast banishment.
Do you?
No!
I don't know. Okay. Okay. So y'all are roughly here.
Where's
The rest
that
of your party is...
flying carpet?
Pardon?
Where's that flying carpet?
Who had it last?
You had it last!
Wait, Pam was on it. You were on it when you left.
Was I?
According to Granny, you didn't really choose that, I don't think, but
Hmm.
I think that's what you used when you broke off from the rest of the party.
Then yeah, I probably still have it, I'd assume. Can I check?
You did get eaten.
Also, where is Jacques?
Yes, I know. Jacques is not currently here.
That's like really upsetting. So thanks for that.
I want you to roll. Okay, so you got eaten by an island, and this is a weird. I want you to roll an Arcana check or
Okay.
a Wisdom check. I will let you choose.
Come on.
Oof.
You like go into where you know it should be and where you carry it all the time, and you whip it out, and it looks like the pattern is dulled and like it's a lot older, and it just looks like a normal rug that you for some reason carry with you.
Aw.
Why?
Maybe it's just the book.
Maybe. Yeah.
You now have about 10 feet of tile left.
Okay. You were cutting out a little bit when you were describing that, so can you just briefly explain where we are?
Okay. So in this hallway, you took a step maybe 5 feet forward when you stepped on the tile.
Okay.
And
Mhm.
then you're almost to the halfway point of the hallway where you saw the scroll on the left side of the hall. There's about a foot of tile falling away, creating a bigger and bigger gap between you and everybody else. About every 10 seconds, a foot falls away.
Haha.
Ooh.
Ooh. I'm gonna start helping people get across.
Okay, that's going to be an athletics check. The
In
DC
which
gonna get
direction is
harder.
it falling?
It's falling towards you. So this black box of nothingness is getting closer and closer and closer.
So they should stay on this side. They should stay on the
Well, it
opposite
depends
side.
on where it leads. Plus, we're potentially the other versions of us are closing in.
That's true. Okay. Hurry? Yes?
Oh wait, Darius, don't you have your rod of power that can create like a ladder thing?
Yes, I do.
Ooh, nice.
Okay. Anybody who wants to do just a jump across, you can do an athletics check. If you want to wait for Darius's ladder, it'll take a little bit of time, depending on Darius, how long it takes you to get it out, and there will be slightly more area to cross. But yes, in the meantime, you, Rendor, and Pam, who are on the opposite side of this growing chasm, what are you doing?
Freaking out.
It's like I don't want to take another step lest it happen again,
Mm-hmm.
but I know that we can't just stand here. So maybe I'm kind of just like against the wall, just kind of crab walking along it, I guess.
What?
On the floor, obviously.
Okay.
How do you crab walk not on the floor?
Oh my gosh. I'm just being careful with where I step, okay?
Do
Okay.
you want to do an investigation check to try and make sure nothing else is a compression plate?
I guess so.
I would like to do this investigating
Okay.
Yeah, I guess.
as well, possible.
Both of you may, if you will. Okay. So Pam, you're doing it, but you're not as secure of it because it's not a thing you usually do. So you're very nervous and you're just moving forward very slowly.
Like a
Just
crab.
kind of searching for traps.
Yes.
Ooh, fancy. Okay, hang on. Holy crap! Hang on. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Okay, hang on. Sorry, there's a lot to add here, and I have to do it twice.
Huh.
There.
Okay. So you see Pam kind of crab walking her way along the floor, scooching closer and closer in as you hear the tiles shuddering and falling behind you. She's kind of like, and so you start to take this path, and you realize that as you're walking, you like take a glance behind you, and you realize that one of the tiles you'd avoided stepping on looks slightly raised, and you kind of take notice of it. And as you get up, you're like moving slightly faster than Pam, who's crab walking. You realize that she's about to just kind of, in her moving slowly, her version of thinking this will work, about to step on another one.
No, Pam, no, Pam, no.
Okay, I just like grab with my foot in the air. Ah! Ah.
I point to it. Say, don't touch that.
Yes.
Okay. Where am I supposed to step?
And hold on.
Follow me.
You're able
sorry.
to. It's okay. You're able to show her. Oh, whoops! Come here. to avoid
Does,
this.
does Tony have a hat?
He can have a hat.
Does
Kind
it
of
say
hat.
"I love New York"?
What kind of hat does he have, Ryan?
Uh, like one of those ones with like ear flaps.
Oh, nice.
Nice.
Okay. They like push down his ears when he needs to sneak through tight alleyways because goblin ears will stick out.
Aw.
Yeah, the ears stick out behind the flaps because goblin.
Beautiful.
Yes. So you start to
Um,
guide her around this?
yeah, can I cast light on that hat so
Yes,
that it's
you
like
may.
Nice.
All right. In the time that this has transpired, what are y'all doing back here? Darius, have you gotten out the rod? Because this is creeping.
Yep.
I'm
I
helping
have the
people jump
rod
across.
of lordly
and-
might.
Uh-huh. Which is the
And I-
setting that you push?
I push the button for the ladder of
Mhm.
exactly long length.
Mhm.
And it's going to go all the way down the hall.
It's a pretty long hall. Let me
Yeah.
double check.
It's an awesome ladder.
Let me double check 1 second. How long it goes. 50 feet long. That's a climbing pole 50 feet long.
Nice.
So that will get you to... That won't get you all the way down the hallway. That will get you about a little over halfway. So a little over where Rendor and Pam are now.
Okay.
All right.
Well, I'll
Beautiful.
take half as long as I can get to the end and move it along.
Okay. And the trap has been revealed, so you all know not to step there.
Is that the only trap?
So far, you stepped on one, you avoided another that has now been falling into the increasing pit, tipped down into darkness. So you all are going to be kind of... I need everybody to make slightly lower DC of either athletics or acrobatics checks to cross over this ladder real quick. I will roll for...
Can I like assist everybody first?
How are my
so that they
men
can have
last?
advantage?
Yeah.
Sure. But that means you'll be the last to go, so you'll have the longest. Way to go.
That's okay.
Okay.
No.
Greg,
Do I know that they're doing this? Am I
um,
aware of this?
you can hear them like... You can hear the shink of the ladder expanding behind you, yes.
Okay. Then I'm watching them.
Okay. Alright. So Gregnut, takes his... He like stands in the middle of it like he's gonna say something and turns back, and then he sees your face, Vincent, and he turns back and continues to walk across the ladder. It takes him a little bit too much time, more than you would have liked, but he does get across. After that, who wants to go next? We've got Chip, we've got Pam, we've got Darius.
Pam's already across, right?
Pam hasn't rolled yet.
Wait, what am I rolling
Oh, wait,
for?
I'm sorry. My brain died in my skull.
Pam is
is-
on the other side.
Oh my
Oh,
gosh.
traffic.
I know.
Pam
Iris.
started this mess.
Iris. I meant Iris.
Wow.
Iris is gonna roll. Let's see. Taya probably has better athletics, so she's going to use her stats. Just going to assume. Sorry, kid. Yes. So, with advantage, with help from Vincent Drax, boop,
Oh,
she's able to
Thanks.
scamper across. And then Darius and Chip. Who wants to go first? Vorgana / Chip. I think Vorgana is trying to be gallant and go like, Darius, you go.
what do you want me to roll?
Either an athletics or an acrobatics check at advantage.
Why do I have to roll? It's my thing.
Because you're walking across a chasm on a ladder that is hard to step. You're in an Indiana Jones film, man. That's why you have to roll.
Da, 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 da,
You get
Oh,
advantage
no.
because Vincent
da,
is
da,
helping
da,
you.
da, 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 da.
Oh my gosh.
You can do it, Darius.
You got these. Oh. Please no.
Okay. So, Darius, as you're walking
Can I
across.
can I react to try to do a last second save?
Yes, but doing so he kind of slipped halfway across the ladder. What you're gonna have to do is it might disturb the ladder, but you can do it. Make a dexterity saving throw.
Okay. Who has better?
Whoop!
Oopsie.
Little help. Little help here.
Oh.
And Darius, it's weird to slip here because you like catch yourself on the cold metal of your ladder that you pushed out. Okay. And you don't know how this works, that you're in a dungeon but below you is just like cold, dark, and it smells kind of wet and strange. And like there's a
You.
weird odor coming up that you do not like. It's kind of rancid and you don't want to think about it, and you're like palms start to get sweaty as you do think about it, and you start to slip. And then Vincent, you just kind of go without thinking and dash and fall onto the ladder and reach out and grab his wrist to hold onto him, and the ladder kind of starts to pitch to the side. Vorgana is making athletic dexterity saving throw to try and help you. Let me see.
Oh my God.
Okay.
Dexterity.
Rendor!
How close are they to me?
Are they falling?
Almost, but hold on. 1d2.
How
Maybe
close
not.
are they?
If Vorgana can save us.
So
Oh, no.
Vorgana,
How? Wait, how close are they?
so you were watching, so you would have been hanging
Pam,
back
use your
from
whip.
the door. But
We're
so
in the Indiana Jones mode, so get the whip out.
so
I'm just
we're-
curious. Are they within 10 feet of me?
Not quite. They're still like halfway through this chasm, which is still growing second by second.
Wait.
So
I think Drax actually does have. I know Vincent definitely has something that lets me reroll saves, I think.
Ooh.
you can use that.
But I will definitely do that. I thought Drax had something like
Indomitable.
that too.
I think it's Indomitable.
Yeah.
Vincent.
Oh wait,
On Drax. What?
I have advantage. Drax has advantage on Dex saving throws against effects that you can see while not blinded, deafened, or incapacitated.
Then take that again.
Yeah.
Danger zones. Okay.
Yes.
Boy.
Hopefully it actually helps. But
I'll need you to get above a 17.
Ah!
is there anything else I can add to it?
Can I get closer
Um,
to him? Before he
Are
does?
they within 60 feet?
60 feet, yes. Within 10 feet, no.
Okay, I've got Featherfall ready if they start to plummet.
Ooh.
Okay.
Nice.
Well, I'll just reroll and then
Because
hopefully.
what was going to happen is that Morgana was going to dash at your legs to try and hold you and completely dislodge the ladder. So,
Oh.
okay. So, that is...
Rendor!
So, Morgana, like, clumps onto you and starts to hang off of your legs. You're hanging off of Darius, who's hanging off of the edge of the pool that's landed somewhere, the spike of it, past where Pam... almost to where Pam and Rendor are. And so, they're not entirely falling, but Rendor, you do see them go... Ah!
Oh no.
How
Wait a
are they
minute, don't I
falling
have
off the ladder,
fly?
or is the ladder itself falling? Like that's the.
It's more like the...
Can't I fly?
If you cast it, you have yet to do so, sir.
Is that what it's called?
There is a spell the wizards have called Fly. I don't know if you have it prepared or not. That
Oh,
is
it is.
Yay!
There it is. I think I'll just fly over there.
Oh my goodness.
Do you cast it just on yourself?
No. I have, if I touch a willing creature, the target gains a flying speed of 60 for the duration.
But there are two willing creatures.
Do you cast it at a third level so that you can cast it on you?
I
Vincent
casted
and
it, and
Morgana?
I casted a spell slot a fourth level higher. I can target one additional creature for the slot
Yes.
above third.
Okay.
So there,
Okay.
we're all going to go to the other side.
Oh my
Yay.
goodness.
Thank you,
Okay.
Darius.
So Darius, you're flying. Vincent is now flying and carrying Morgana back up, who starts to run with the rest of you guys as you all breathe the collective sigh of relief. With your newfound powers and prowess, Rendor, you were able to tell with your continued investigation, I would assume, enough for this hallway that there are no more outstanding traps. As you rush to the other end of it, get to about here. Let me move everybody.
Hey, yo, the rest of the hall's good.
Nice.
Cool.
Thank you.
Who flies over. And the darkness ends at this wall, and Iris
Yikes.
scampers backwards a little bit. And you all look back at the, like, now deep chasm that is between you and where you started out in. And you can all kind of smell that weird kind of musty something wrong smell that was there before.
Wrong smell.
Yikes.
So,
Does it smell like where we found that skull thing?
I was
Like
thinking-
the smell of the crud?
It's kind of what it
Remember
reminded me
that?
of too. Mhm.
make a nature check.
Okay.
Also,
When I'm doing that, I say, you know, that I think I smelled that smell before.
We probably shouldn't wait around for the rest of the floor to fall. That's just a thought.
Yeah.
Fair.
Give
Fair.
me back my rod.
Did any of
Really
us
nice.
grab it? I would have tried to grab it while we were flying away. Or,
I assume that you
Just
or
whoever.
Vince or Morgana would have.
yeah.
Cool.
So, Darius, it's not the exact smell of the other one, but it is extremely similar. It does strike you. You've been in enough battles in the past to recognize that's just the smell of, like, old death. There are old dead things down there, and you are not sure what they are, but probably some of them humanoid, possibly some of them not.
Eesh. Is there like a rock or something nearby?
There's various bits of stone that have flaked away from the walls. Yes. It's
I,
also
I kick it down into the chasm.
Make a perception check as you listen to see how long it takes to hit. Also, you
Yeah,
realize
I'm going to make sure that my students counted as many seconds as it took to hit the bottom.
13. It takes about, and it doesn't sound like stone going against stone. It sounds too soft for
Ew.
Uh,
Ew, ew, ew,
It's
ew.
also at this moment, Pam,
Alright.
that you realize you neglected to read the scrawl on the wall in the dashing across the hallway.
Gosh
Fly.
Oh,
dang
no.
it. Well, if somebody wants to go read it that is currently flying, you can do that.
Yeah, I'll do it. While I still have flying power.
Is it dark over there?
Actually, maybe Darius, or I don't know. It depends on what language. I'll just go and carry Darius with me.
do you need light? I'll take my hat and offer it to his head as he's going.
Oh, thank you.
Sick.
Very good image.
I take
Okay.
it. So yeah,
Well, cool.
I carry Darius over.
So
the-
you look at the wall there, and you see written in Thieves Can't. Does anybody read Thieves Can't in between the areas?
I do.
Beautiful.
Rendor. I
Tony
fly
does.
back over. I drop Darius and I pick up Rendor and bring him over.
This is sketchy.
I'm afraid.
You feel a little bit nauseous. It's weird to be in a body that isn't yours being carried over a pit of dead bodies.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I forgot you're a goblin, so you're much easier to carry.
And you see something written there in Thieves Can't that you don't know why someone take the time to read in Thieves Can't. I don't know if I should read it or if I should just message it to you and have you read it to be more in-world. One moment.
It says,
I'm
"Watch
gonna
out for
I'm
traps."
gonna go look at my Discord then, because I'm assuming it's coming in through there, or is it being texted? Okay,
It is
Discord.
in Discord, unless you'd rather I text it to you.
No, that's good. Good. Just
Okay. So that's written on the wall in that spot in Thieves' Camp.
for some reason my computer wants to load. Oh, here it is. Oh, I got it. Okay.
Okay.
Hey, yo. So it says that time never ends. It's the concept we use to contain and understand progression and regret.
What?
Yo, that's deep.
Like
I
this
take
chasm.
Rendor back as soon as he reads it, just so we're not hanging above a death cliff.
Good. Okay. So, you see that in the midst of this new information, more of this hallway becomes clearer to everybody. Pam, you recall that the whole reason you're doing this was to get closer to where you heard the sound coming from. Both hallways extend in either direction, with a slightly slanted wall, and then this straighter wall on the right-hand side. What is the move, everybody?
Wait, is that another Thieves Can't Scroll?
Well, that was fun.
I forgot which layer that was on. Ignore that.
Well,
Okay.
that should put a good time gap between them and us.
I suppose so. So, can I listen again for the sounds?
Make another perception check. Anybody else may as well.
Please do.
Perception.
I also give Rendor his hat back, or Tony his hat back.
Hey, yo, thanks.
No, thank you.
Okay.
Darius.
Man, what is going on here?
You were just you were like, why didn't I think of flying earlier? You're just like,
We're in the wrong world. How am I beating everyone in perception checks?
it's an alternate reality. Yeah. So, Pam, you do still hear. You hear less of that scratching because that was a fainter sound, but you do hear some more, slightly more muted kind of thudding and tapping. Rendor, Vincent, you also hear this. But Darius, you are like double checking your spell list to make sure that you know what you have because you don't like dungeons.
Fair.
So, wait, which direction is it coming from?
From the left still. From your perspective now, it's almost like from the left and slightly behind you, but that's just due to the positioning of the walls.
Okay. Alright, guys, I think it's coming from over here, yeah?
Yeah, I hear it too.
I think Rendor should lead the pack, though, and make sure that we're not going to step on any more booby traps.
Hey, yeah, I'll take a peek at the ground
All right,
and the doors.
go ahead and check for traps. Do your rogue thing.
Maybe
Rogues
just...
are great.
Oh my god,
Nice!
that's insane.
You like breathe and realize, oh, there's a massive trap.
I smell
Like
it.
Daredevil sense the terrain.
Yes. There's a massive trap like right here. You're not too sure what triggers it, but it is there. And just because you're that good, you can also tell there's definitely a trap right here.
Hey, yo, trap immediately to the right, and another trap once you enter about 10 feet to the left.
And with your investigation, you're able to kind of tell. The one on the left isn't falling tiles once again. It's instead, there's like this hair. It's like a small wire that's the thinness of like a piece of hair a few different spots within it, and then you kind of glance up and you see that some of these stones look like they're looser, as though they would come out and do good old-fashioned stone punch crossways across whoever would walk through there.
Oh, okay.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, yo, you're gonna get punched by stone if you go to the left.
Can we go to the left and not get punched by stone?
If you don't touch the wire, that's really hard to see.
So we will just mimic your movements exactly.
Wait. I'm gonna pull out. If maybe we can like put something on it that'll make it easier to see. Wait, Rendor, your light spell. Can you put it
Ooh,
on the wire
I
so it's easier for us to avoid?
Sure, unless you want to, save it to lure in case anything attacks us.
That's true.
I also have daylight that we could use for that.
Wait, do both of them take up spell slots?
Yeah.
Light is a cantrip, so I can do it. I can do it whenever I want.
Okay.
But daylight, I think, is like you're gonna make the room look like the sun shining in there, basically.
Yeah.
It's like noon.
Well, if you put the light just on the wire temporarily, I don't think it'll set it off, right?
Do I have to touch it to do it? I think.
Light is a touch spell.
Hmm.
Well,
Yeah,
you know what? If
you don't have
anybody's
to.
going to be good at dodging traps, it's going to be me. So if this is helpful, I will do this.
Hmm. Would it help to have the room full of sunshine? Would that make it easier to see?
Probably.
I have dark vision, so
I do too. I don't think everybody does though.
I think for me at least, I won't need it just yet.
What if you just put your hat like right by the wire or under it, so we know where it is, and then it'll be easier for us to get over. And then you
Are
just
there any
take your
loose
hat
stones lying around?
Yeah, there's like some that have cracked off and fallen from the years that have collected in some of the corners.
Can I just pick up a loose stone, light it, and just set it near the trap?
You can like roll it under the wires to rest kind of in the middle. There's about 4 of them equally spaced across the
Oh.
length of this trap.
Oh, geez. Okay, yeah, I'll do that.
Would it be bad to just get out of the way and set them off just so they're out of the way?
That's a useful idea. The only thing is I don't know. Whenever I enter a large room in a dungeon, I go, "What the heck's going to attack me?"
Fair.
I wonder if something is attacking me. Maybe I could use the lure it to go into the trap.
Yeah, that's true.
But there's a lot of ifs. So if you want me to just disarm them, I can disarm them.
What do you guys think?
I think the rock in the middle of the trap with the light on it. Good.
Okay.
Yeah, I think it might be good to have it armed just in case.
Okay.
But I don't know, it might also make it harder for us to escape if we're getting chased by something.
That's true. But we could also use that to our advantage if we are getting chased.
Yeah, granted we can get over it safely.
True.
In a hurry. We can just do the original rock light idea.
Yeah.
Okay. I will, if it's all right, I will cast light on a piece of rock. It'll drop from my hat. It'll go to the rock, and I will roll the rock under the wires.
For my own imagining, I want you to roll a quick. What's a good bowling check in D&D? Because that's essentially what you're doing.
Bowling.
Athletics or sleight of hand? Because you're trying to be precise.
I am exceedingly good at either of those.
Let's go athletics.
Well, if you're
then.
thinking of it, okay.
You want
What-
athletics? All right.
What were
Then
your,
Render is going to do it.
what What was your thought process, Max? I want to know.
I was just saying, if you're thinking of it like a projectile of some kind, you could just go dexterity.
Mm.
Or like an improvised weapon.
Athletics, I think, will work.
I've decided that I'm going to talk as Rendor whenever I do something Rendor would do, and then I'm going to talk as Tony whenever I do things Tony does.
I love it.
All right, well, here we go.
Rendor!
Ah!
Oh. Yay! That's awesome.
You're able to control your strength and angle it so that it's still spinning as it lands, but it lands dead center where you need it to.
A little backspin on it. Cancel
Yes.
its own momentum.
You see
Is
it
this
like kind
bowling or is this curling?
of a little bit of both. You see the rock like kind of tilt on its axis and almost lead up and hit one of the wires, and then you're like, and then it settles down and it's fine. But now everybody, there's a bright light coming through. You can each, everybody make another perception check for me.
Okay.
Uh-oh.
This one will be easier because you can see.
Perception. Turn it back into Tony.
Nice.
Oh no.
Okay.
Hey.
Okay.
Come on.
So the DC I had in my head was 13.
Oh no.
Vincent and Darius, you can still see it, but it's inconsistent. But Pam and Rendor, you guys can see it perfectly. So, what probably needs to happen is that the two who can see need to guide the two who can't. So you either need to like hold onto their shoulders or just mimic their steps exactly.
Hey, yo. Follow me and Pam. We got you.
I'm getting really weirded out that he keeps changing voices, but yeah, let's go. Okay, Vincent, follow me.
Okay.
Okay.
Do exactly as I do.
And
Exactly.
you're seeing a goblin.
Exactly. See that go.
Okay. Since you two are able to see it, you're able to avoid it easily. You don't need to do a check for this. For Vincent and Darius, I'm going to need... It's weird. You're being super careful with your steps. I'll let either of you take this as either...
I'm gonna use my Oliver roll. No, I'm kidding.
You could, if you so choose.
This is very important to me. No, I'm kidding.
What am I rolling?
That's what I'm considering. This could either do survival. You're following the precise steps of somebody else in order to survive. This one will be easier because you have a guide, both of you. This one you just need a 10. Alright.
You overestimate our rolls, Granny. Oh no.
Okay. Darius, you're 2/3 of the way through, and on the last wire, the edge of your shoe catches. I need you to roll a dexterity saving throw. And this time you are within
Wait.
10 feet of Pam.
Nice. That's what I was gonna say.
Yes. Don't worry, I remembered.
What does that do again? It adds.
+5, baby.
Dang, nice.
So you do catch the last thing and you start to hear... But thankfully it's progression from the start of where you guys entered to where you're at now. So you're able to dash out of the way before just in time to see... And so the entirety of this space is now covered front to back with gray arms essentially reaching out. Like... Oh wait, drawing in gray that is the exact same shade as the background is not a wise choice on my part. One sec. But at varying elevations. So.
Jeez. I'm glad we got out of that while we had the chance.
All right. So now with y'all being there, further area is revealed to you. Breaks off once more. This is a corner wall. There's a hallway leading down slightly to the right, and there's a hallway leading down right along the very edge of the dungeon, from what you can tell.
Can we tell which one the noise is coming from? Are we still following the same noise?
Essentially, go ahead and make one more perception check for me, everybody.
Perception.
What if we make 2 more left turns? We'll be back where we started.
I know, I
Not
was thinking the same
necessarily.
thing.
Because there was a wall. Let's not forget.
Okay. So, Rendor, you're definitely able to tell that the thing is sounding closer to the hallway closer to you all, which is this first one, rather than the one farther on the edge. Pam, you can still hear the noise, but you're a little less sure. Vincent, you did not enjoy hearing all those thuds behind you. That was not great.
Oh.
Hey, yo, the noise is coming from the closer path.
What if we, and hear me out, split up?
No.
Oh my god. Why?
Okay, no, I trust you, Rendor. Let's. Or Tony, I trust you, Tony. Let's go down the first path.
Hold on one sec. I needed to move all my chillins. One sec. I forgot I needed to move all the squares.
Also, I only have trust in Rendor to detect the traps, or Tony.
Yeah, that's very true.
Yeah, not it's Tony that. Tony's the one. Yeah, I'll go first. Actually, can I cast light on a stone and just throw it as far as I can down the hallway?
Sure, make an athletics check.
All right. Yeah.
That's pretty good.
Does anybody else have better athletics? Can throw another
I
rock?
have the same athletics.
Nice.
I could possibly get a better roll, but
Technically, I think the rogue has reliable talent, which means
You can't roll lower than a 10 on a thing that you're proficient.
yeah, so technically that's a
Wow.
20. I forgot
that's
about
so
that.
good.
Rogues are great.
With that, then, you pitch it like a softball, and eventually it clatters against this end wall here. And
Nice.
as you're looking, you realize you, Rendor, being also the same person who had heard the... Whoops. Oh, is it not going to let me do individual lines? I will fix that myself. Being the person who had the better perception, realize that there is a small hole that your light passes over as it passes through this hallway in the
Whoa.
bottom third of this wall
Ooh.
that there was not before. And this is
What?
where you had heard the sounds coming from.
Okay. I'm deconcentrating on, or I'm dropping light, and I'm going stealth.
Ooh.
Stealth check for me, please.
Tell us.
Oh
what you
gosh!
see,
All right,
Rendor.
stealth is.
Oh no.
Sorry, let me just add a bunch of numbers to my.
Oh no.
Oh my gosh!
Oh my gosh, I love it.
Alright. So you're stealthing directly up to this, like, hole?
Yeah.
Nice.
Peeking.
Okay. So, as you stealth up to this hole, there's no way anyone sees you. You are teleporting between this campaign and Story Masters and Adventure Time somehow. But, Adventure Zone, rather. Sorry. Make another quick perception roll as you roll up, because you're starting to hear, you no longer hear banging, but you do hear soft voices. I want you to roll to see if you can fully hear what they're saying.
Oh my gosh.
Oh my gosh. Beautiful.
It's silly.
Okay. You hear soft voices that are is very strange. They're very familiar in that they're the voices that you've been hearing around you and been hearing come out of your own mouth even. But it's like they're ever so slightly off or different. Different because you got a natural 20. Different even from the voices that you were hearing that the doppelgangers of you had before.
Oh God.
So you hear someone who sounds mostly like Taya, but a little bit different somehow. She says, I don't know how we got here, but we really need to be careful. Whoever put us here knew that our intention was to come here eventually, but it doesn't make sense, alright? And then the Tony voice goes, I don't know what the big deal is. We just gotta... I already made the hole. I can get out. I can look around. I'm the one who looks for the traps. We need to find out where Drax is. And you hear their version of Chip going, I don't see why I couldn't just burst through this wall. There were voices on the other side of this a bit ago. Surely they could have helped us. And with your... Do you also want to poke your head in a little bit to try and get a glance at them, since you got a natural 20?
Yes.
Okay. So, you look in, and it's weird, because there's some kind of part of your brain that must be primarily Tony that instinctually registers them as, in fact, Taya, Chip, and yourself, but it's like, it curves to the side a little bit, because something is off, because this other Tony is wearing, like, robes. You don't wear robes. And this other Taya is wearing really dark clothes. That's what you wear. Why is she... And Chip... Chip is the one... Why doesn't he have armor on? Why does he have weird armbands?
What the heck is going on here? All right.
Yes.
Okay. I'm going to step back a little bit, and I'm going to cast message back to who's the most likely to... Well, they're all magical, aren't they? Who's closest?
They're all kind of clumped together at the end of the hallway there. However,
Okay.
Darius, big lover of the spell message. Don't know if you
Okay,
know this.
Darius. Hey, Darius. This is Rendor.
Hey, Brendor, how you doing?
I'm good, thank you for asking. I am currently looking at more doppelgangers. However, they are different. They're the same bodies, but different attire.
Huh.
They don't seem hostile. They appear to be looking for help. But I don't know what's going to happen if they see people who look like themselves in different clothing.
Oh.
So could it be like we're us in their bodies?
Oh my
So then
gosh.
maybe we come around the corner and they see us in different bodies. Then it's going to be very confusing.
Yes, that is my concern. Would you be so kind as to relay that to the group and maybe think about making a decision about our interactions with these folk?
Most assuredly, I will converse and conglomerate with our fellow
Excellent.
persons.
I will await your message.
Beautiful.
Okay. So I turn to the group and I say, there's another group of us around the corner, but they're all in a different body, in a different situation.
Oh my
So
gosh.
I don't know if they don't have me. I'm not over there.
That's
I'm not
good.
over there.
That would be weird.
Oh, hold on a second. Rendor,
Yes.
they don't have a Darius in there, do they?
Or Pam.
No, they're also missing a Drax, right?
Mm-hmm.
GM. They're also missing Drax.
Okay, so this group is missing
Hmm,
Drax already. So
interesting.
maybe that is where they entered the program.
What if I went into their group and then maybe they could lead me to where they're trying to go to? And then y'all could follow.
I don't see why not.
The only problem I see is that if they're different versions of us, I might not look like their usual Drax.
Well, does it look like them? It's just a different scenario? Like,
I don't know.
Yeah, maybe that Dax has 6 scars instead of 2 or something, or none.
Yeah. I suddenly got more scars just now while I was going around in the dungeon.
can you ask Tony how similar he looks to the real Tony? I guess he wouldn't really know.
Yeah, I don't know. Were we the originals, or we were the copies?
I don't know.
How
Just
similar do
copies?
how similar do the Tejas look? Let's ask that.
Darius, you relay this question to Rendor.
Yeah, as soon as I figure out what she asked me to ask.
Okay.
How similar do the Tejas look?
Rendor, how similar do the Tays look?
The telephone.
Yes.
Well, that you see, they tend to look. Game Master.
Would you like to roll? Okay. This won't be. What will this be? Just roll another perception check. Was that 17 the fresh one?
Yeah, it's a fresh one.
Okay. And then I would like. Ooh, that's mean. Is it? I want 2 more things. I want you to roll a either insight or intelligence check to analyze what you have now perceived, since you're being asked to like compare contrast. And then I would like you to roll another d6 for me.
Okay, hang on. Let me find out what my insight is.
Okay.
Oh, insight's not as great. That's only a +3.
Only. My -3 and -2 stats over.
Technically, that's a 13, right?
Yes. Okay. So, and then I will give you this answer and then roll the d6 for me, okay?
Okay.
So, the differences that you were able to see seem to be like it's the same overall person, same overall countenance, same accent, but her clothes seem to indicate a different skill set than what you had previously seen. Something that is closer to what you are now than what the Taya you know is. There's also other slight differences, like she might not be entirely the same race either. It's odd.
Okay. I'm
Like,
gonna
you're not-
message.
Yeah.
I'm gonna message back. I'm not even sure if it's Taya anymore.
He don't know.
And
He
then
don't know what that tail looks like.
This one's a different Taya, if it is Taya.
So I assume it would definitely be a different Drax too then.
But it could still be worth a shot.
I like clap you on the back. I'm like, well, go get him, buddy.
Okay.
All on you.
Rendor, I want you to roll that d6 for me. Or, you, the player, I want you to roll that d6 for me.
Nice, I guess.
Nice.
Okay. There is some part of your mind that you know that if you just think about this more later, it will make sense to you. It will make sense to you and you would have a solution for it, but you can't because you're in the middle of action right now. But you know that if you like had time to yourself away from everybody, even like away from how you are right now, you could figure this out. You could totally figure this out.
Okay.
Because I'm a real fart smeller.
What?
One
Am I
smart
missing
fellow,
something?
he felt
Oh,
smart.
okay.
I
So
see.
yes. So Vincent slash Hellwind slash Drax slash Harrison slash do you want to do this?
Does everyone else think it's a good idea? Iris?
I personally don't think it is. I think this is not going to end well, but I don't know what else to do. So,
I mean, it really just depends on whether they're willing to talk or not. I don't know.
oh, you're Iris again.
So, her throat doesn't like it when I do that. I'm fine with it, but it's weird to find your own voice again in someone else's register. I don't want to talk about it though. It really depends on whether or not they're willing to talk, and it's almost a 50-50 gamble about whether seeing an imposter of their friend will make them more or less willing to talk, if it'll make them curious or angry. So, I don't know them. Evidently, the Taya that they are is different even than the Taya that I am, and I'm not Taya. So, there we are.
Well, here goes nothing, and I start walking over.
Oh my
Just
god.
fully walking over.
Wait, does Rendor know about this plan? I don't think we even
Nope.
told him.
I'll tell him when I get over there.
So Drax strolls forward, Rendor, and hold on, let me grab blue square.
Which Drax is it? I don't know.
The Drax that you know to be Vincent approaches you with a casual stroll down the hall.
Uh-oh.
Like gesturing at him, like, what are you doing? Quiet.
I'm giving him a confused look, like, what? What's wrong?
Do you just continue walking? You can see the whole Drax as you approach Rendor. It is at about like your hip level, which is about where Rendor's head currently lands. So that makes sense.
I'm gonna try to whisper to Rendor. I'm gonna be like, I'm gonna pretend to be their Drax, or at least see how they react.
They're right there, though. They're right there.
Do you try to be okay?
Yeah, I try to be stealth when whispering to Rendor, but
Make a stealth check.
okay.
Oh no.
I can use Vincent's. That's right.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. I'm gonna assume that does not include my cloak of Elvenkind,
It does not.
because I'm not technically.
Okay,
Ren.
good. Oh,
Okay, so you're not heard, but so long as you choose to be seen, you will be seen.
Okay.
All right, then I'll give him a nod and get out of the way.
All right.
Maintain my stealth and just see what happens.
You
Why
with
am
your
I
very
so
small-
nervous right now?
So your legs, essentially, your legs in like their weird. There's like some fur, strap things around the like tops of your knees that go up to your thighs. You have like gladiator sandals.
Yeah.
I don't like show myself. At first, I try to talk to them, like pretend that I just heard them on the other side of the wall.
Okay, what do you say?
I'm gonna be like, "Hello, is that you, Taya?"
Okay. Okay. I need you to roll either performance or deception. I will let you choose.
Okay. Let's see Drax's stats. They are equally bad. So
Wait, can Darius give him advantage by giving him a pep talk? Like, message him a pep talk?
If Darius will roleplay the pep talk, I will decide that based on how good it is.
Alright, yes, you got this. This is my pep talk for your pep talk.
Okay, I'm listening.
You are you are one of the most supportive individuals I've ever met. You know, if it wasn't for you, I wouldn't have made it through school or probably a lot of my life events. So I know that you can be a very supportive person. So use that encouragement and encourage our friend. So that's my piece.
Okay. Am I encouraging Drax? Or who?
It's true. I guess just
it's me as Drax. So it's me pretending to be Drax. So you're technically encouraging me
Okay.
pretending to be Drax.
Okay. So, Vincent, right?
Yes.
Or Harrison.
Okay.
Who the hell am I going to talk to?
All of the above.
All of the above. Okay, buddy. Now, I suggest you go up there and say, "Where the hell have you guys been? I've been waiting at the bar for 20 minutes." You won't believe the stuff that I've seen. There were like 2 sets of people walking by, and I don't know what the hell's going on. Where have you been? Anyway,
Okay.
you can do this. So, and if you run into trouble, just holler or message, and I'll come running right
Aww.
around the corner.
I'll just
All
tell
right.
her. Okay.
Cool.
Beautiful.
Okay, so I'm gonna say.
Engage.
Okay, I'm gonna say since what Darius gave you was a whole narrative to spin, this would be performance, not deception. So you have advantage if you do performance, but not if you do deception.
Okay. Can I use my switchy switch?
Sure. I will let you use your switchy
Okay.
switch. The
Switchy
tension of the chords of this strange universe's mechanics twitch yet further to breaking.
And
but
didn't
still-
I also give him advantage by
Yes, that's what that is.
I hope so.
suggesting that? Yeah.
Yes!
Oh my gosh, yes! Oh,
Okay.
So I walk up and I'm like, where the hell have you guys been? I've been waiting at the bar for 20 minutes.
yes! Oh my gosh, yes.
You hear the Taya inside go, "What?" And you hear the Tony inside go, "See, Taya, I told you this is all a big misunderstanding. Somebody played a prank on us. It's fine. We're still in that town. We had a bit of a blackout. It's all good. I know you're new to the player thing."
I start like sweating.
Oh no.
Hey, hey, Drex. Why's you got furs on you? Aren't you supposed to leave that behind after you shift? Were
What do you mean?
cold?
I always have furs on me. I don't know what accent I'm doing. It's good enough.
You're doing great.
Thank you.
And then you hear,
I
Drex!
kind of like look in. Huh?
Do you like poke your head down to glance in at Tony's level?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm like, what are you wearing?
Tony is wearing like tan like colored holy man robes. And this version of Tony has like a weird insignia tattooed on his forehead that you don't understand.
Oh.
Behind him, Chip, who just marched up to say hello, he's more so outfitted in something similar to what Drax would be wearing. He's got leather armbands and almost like a fighter's kilt, and his shirt is just off and it's so many muscles. His hair is still blonde and glorious though, but this time he has it in like a top knot. And Taya still has red hair, but it's up in like a tight bun. And she has like super form-fitting dark clothes, like leather slippers, and like dark makeup smeared across her face to make her hide in the shadows, but it makes her eyes look even greener. And it's a little bit, you're like jarred for a second of like, oh, That's what he meant.
You look ridiculous. What are you wearing?
What are we wearing? What are you wearing? Get in here. Or get us out of here. Where are we?
Oh my god.
I'm gonna try to help them get through. Or
Okay.
I'll try to get through because I don't want them to run into each other.
Uh-huh.
So, it's easy enough for you to stoop down and squeeze in. As you do, I want you and Rendor to make another perception check.
Okay.
Perception.
Yes, please.
Oh.
Uh,
Oh!
I message him and I say, "How did that go? How
I
did it
don't know how
go?"
reliable talent works with natural ones.
I
Let
don't
me
think
look.
so either. But let's see. You're so focused on acting that you do not notice anything amiss. 1 second, I'm going to copy these tokens to the same layer as you versus my background.
It says I can treat a D20 roll of 9 or lower as 10 if I use my proficient. If I use a check that uses my proficiency bonus.
All right, then I guess that does cancel out natural ones. Well, yippee-ki-yay, my guy.
It feels weird. I'm going to see if there's more details.
You, don't trust it.
I don't trust it, no.
That's a mood. This is going too well. That's a Sarah mood. That's a Sarah mood, right? Okay, 1 second.
I can't find anything else about it.
Okay, so you instead get a 17. Yes?
Yeah.
So you hear ever so slightly somewhere further down the hall something that sounds like a low growl starts to roll.
Oh crap, okay.
Oh no!
I'm gonna message Vincent.
Okay.
With my magic messaging powers. Vincent, there's a growling.
There's a growling.
There's a growling.
I'll be right back. And I crawl back under and I'm like, what's going on?
Where are you going? Dude, you're acting very... He gets cut off as you head back outside.
My butt is just sticking through the hole and my top half is through talking to Rendor.
Oh my
Chip is
god.
definitely poking it with one of his weapons.
Stop that. And I kind of kicking.
There's some growling going on, and I'll message the rest of the group as well. Hey guys, there's growling going on, and Vincent is discussing things with the doppelgangers. Just an update.
Okay, that's cool.
Okay.
What are we supposed to do?
Alternate Tay is gonna roll a perception check real quick. Okay, she's still clueless. She's trying to get them to stop poking at your rear end sticking through the thing. So, Rendor, are you still hanging out in this hallway, or have you gone back to the group at all?
I'm staying in the hallway, listening and backing up Vincent if needed.
Okay. Vincent, so you've been given this information about the growl. What else would you like to do?
I'll just come back out and I'm like, where are we?
I thought you knew where we... You said this was some kind of a... Listen, did something worse happen? Where are we? I thought you would know. You were outside. We've all been in here. Tony just got this wall open a little bit ago. It's been dark and gross.
I have no idea.
Roll a persuasion check, because that is honest.
Okay.
But, you did your switchy switch. Remember?
True. I don't think... Well,
would it be strength? It would be strength, because that's what you switched it with, right?
yeah.
Okay.
Unless you want to change it, which I'm fine with, because sometimes I end up just not using another strength one, and then it
That
has
is
no
okay.
repercussions.
I will...
Okay.
I have made this game. Okay. So Chip is going to come up and actually.
Well,
Drax, really, what's going on? You're not quite acting. Did you get this close from Chip? Why? Finally seeing my superior sense of style, I see.
I always wear these clothes. What are you talking about?
You usually wear things made out of very large leaves that are still not large enough, and I found it disturbing for a while, I will admit.
Oh no.
So I'm not angry, but I am confused.
As am I.
This holy man, Tony, is going to insight check you. Okay. Insight.
A wise decision.
I mean, to be fair, I don't know exactly what's happening, but I'm definitely not saying as much as I could.
Okay. So he's sus, but he doesn't quite understand. Listen, Taya, we just gotta give him the benefit of the doubt. Yeah, I'm sure there's a good reason. Listen, is this just some kind of prank? Are we in the bottom of the basement? Just a bad turn after a drinking contest? What? We can figure it out together. Let's just get out and out into this hallway, wherever you came from, and we'll figure it out. We'll talk to whoever. We got out of worse scrapes than this.
I do fully come back out into the hallway now.
Okay. They're going to start following you. Like
I
Tony,
start to... Okay.
they start to like line up to crawl through the hole. The Tony going first.
What?
'cause he's
No. I go into the hallway they're in, not the one that Rendor's in.
Okay. Okay.
Because I don't want them seeing each other.
Well,
That would be
okay.
bad.
Tony is planning to start to head out into the hallway to try and figure out why they're like locked in the bottom of a bar or whatever is going on here, because clearly there must be a rational reason for this.
Wait, that way's a dead end.
Hold on 1 second. Okay, so when I'm saying the hall, I mean the hall that Rendor is in. The other,
Yes.
the like rest of this room here. Let me reveal the rest of this room because they would know its shape. Is just like this. Oh, whoopsie. I think I hid areas instead of revealed them. Is like this.
Mhm.
But they made a hole to go out to the hallway, which you came through. So now they're like, oh,
Yeah.
well, surely there's other stuff over there, because he just came through there. So let's head out, gang.
Yeah.
Get this figured.
I'm bluffing to say that way's a dead end.
Oh, okay. You're saying go the other way?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm saying I just came from there. There wasn't anything back there.
So you means we gotta break through this other wall?
I guess so.
Alright, whoever thinks this is a joke has a pretty bad sense of humor, okay. Chip, buddy, you want to take care of that one? He's gonna walk over and start bashing. And now Taya is going to insight check you, because she is also... She kind of sidles up. She sidles up to you, and she kind of lowers her voice so the other two don't hear, and she goes, I was worried when you weren't here when we woke up. Are you okay?
I start sweating even more.
Listen, you don't think this has anything to do with what we talked about, do you?
Taya, I'm going to be honest with you. I don't think you're the Taya I know, but I don't know what that means.
Okay. When you say that, she yells out to you, stop, stop. She's going to roll an intelligence check.
I'm like drenched in sweat now. All my clothes are just like
Roll another
soggy.
roll another performance check. This time without advantage.
Okay. Jax's performance is +1. I mean, I'm being honest,
Yes.
technically, but
Okay. What do you mean I'm not your Taya?
I don't know.
Does
Clearly,
this-
something's wrong. We're all jumbled up. Look at us.
You see her face kind of like fall a little bit. Does this have anything to do with the dreams I told you about? Oh no, oh no, oh no. You,
Yeah. Yes. And
she's
I start to slip into my Vincent voice a little bit, and I'm like, yeah.
her eyes go wide and she goes, how many forms did you shift into on the night that we beat that ancient dragon? That we
I'm
really
gonna
shouldn't have
reach.
beaten.
I'm gonna reach into the depths of Jax's mind, and can I make some kind of roll to see if I can remember that as
Okay.
what part of Jax there is in me?
Okay, make a wisdom check.
Okay.
Can I see if Tony knows as well?
Sure, go for it.
What is wisdom? on
That's a good
Tony?
idea.
Oh, Tony, you poor boy. It's not worth it.
Tony's a bit of a kind of a guy.
Oh no.
Okay.
Oh, that's a D6. Wait, I'm sorry.
Come on. Get a better roll than me. No.
Okay.
We're rolling the same every time. How is this
Wait.
possible?
What?
How many looks have I used?
From last time? I'm not sure actually.
I'm gonna, I'm gonna save it anyway.
Okay.
What was the question again, Granny? Because I'm just gonna make an educated guess.
How many forms did you use on the night when we beat that ancient dragon that we really shouldn't have gotten away with beating?
Just the 2. I'm like, there's waterfalls of sweat coming off of me.
Yes. You see her face just go even paler. So these wisdom checks that both of you do, as you try to recall these things, it's like Tony's memory and Drax's memory rebel, not because they're like fighting against you, hi back, but because that memory does not exist in their brain.
I see.
Fully or at all. You don't even know what she means by forms. That doesn't make sense. The Drax part of you that you understand has some weird blood magic stuff on occasion, but mostly hits things. That doesn't make any
This is
sense.
true.
She kind of... So Chip and the other Tony come back and say, "You mean you don't recall our great victory?" Chip, honestly, it's... the other Tony kind of... This Tony behaves differently than your Tony, or even Rendor as Tony. He just, like, stares at you with the weird, eerie calmness.
Oh
And
gosh.
goes kind of like...
Like
So-
JJ.
That's the closest comparison that your mind draws, and you're not happy about it. So you really is a different kind of guy, eh? Is this... What are you doing here? If you're not Audrex, where is Audrex? Do you want to hurt us or help us?
I want to help. I want you to help me. I don't know where the rest of my party is.
The rest of your part? You're not some kind of doppelgang. Hold on. I'm going to... Hold on. She pulls out a weird tiny notebook from her side. I want you to make another quick history or wisdom check for me.
Okay. The entire hallway is flooded in my sweat.
Rendor, you like look down and there's like a little puddle near your feet.
My sweat adds to it. We're both gonna be dehydrated.
Oh no.
You're certain that that's important somehow? That looks familiar, but you can't focus. And she starts to flip through it, and Chip seems to tense up and is readying in case something goes wrong. But Tony is taking control of the situation. He goes, "Well, if you don't want to hurt us, we don't want to hurt you. You still got our friend's face, even if you ain't him. But is this the place that Taya was thinking of bringing us anyway? The place where we're supposed to put the artifact?"
Is he asking me?
Yes. Did you come here to steal
Uh.
it? Did you use it? Did you abuse it? What's going on? Wait, that was not the New York accent. But that is what I'm saying. What's going on?
I'm going to message Vincent.
Okay.
Vincent, do they have the box?
Do they?
Does their group have the box?
You don't see it in the room currently, Vincent.
I don't know. I just say that in response to both of them.
Can I use my locate object spell?
Sure. What are you using it on?
The box, I guess.
The box or the thing? Or the
The
artifact?
thing. The artifact.
Okay. So you cast the spell, and you get a ping down the hallway towards past the little room that Vincent went into further. Let me put a little... I can't quite show you yet because of thing, but one sec. You get a ping there.
Okay.
Where?
The tiny gray thing that got revealed in the midst of all this still hidden stuff.
Okay, so it's not on their person then. Do I know that much at least?
Yes.
Got it.
Can you move it so I can see it on the map? I think I see it. I want to see what is in.
I'll put a little red dot there.
Also, to Tony, I'm just kind of like, which artifact? We hunt so many. I don't know. You're gonna have to be more specific.
The alternate Taya is looking through her notes and looking through her notes and looking through her notes. And then Chip weirdly stands up and goes, "Well, if you're not sure, then surely you must not be of danger to us. We only just got it. I mean..." He kind of looks at Taya. "Do you honestly think it could happen that fast?" "You don't understand the thing, this thing, the villages, the people, how it..." She kind of slams the book closed and looks at you and goes, "Look, have you been messing with time?"
Not that I recall.
Make a deception check? Or persuasion?
See, I think they're just the same.
Okay. But it's about the intent.
I mean, I guess it would be deception because I wouldn't consider it that we were messing with time because it was the other Taya, but we were involved in it and we kind of actively forced it. So Vincent would consider that like we were messing with time.
Mm-hmm. So you say that and her eyes kind of narrow. Is that what you mean when you said taken away from your Taya?
I just kind of like look down.
Okay.
Real quick, can I tell Darius to message Rendor to tell him that the artifact is below the room and that he should keep going?
Yes.
Okay. Okay, so I tell Darius to message that to Rendor.
To Rendor.
Yes, to tell him that...
He's out in the hall.
Yeah, so message him to tell him to go beyond the room and to keep going down and to look for the artifact because it's somewhere beyond the room where they're at.
Hey, Rendor.
Yes. Yes.
Pam says that the object we're looking for is in the room beyond the room that Vincent just went in. So
That's
move
helpful.
on down. Pardon me?
That's helpful.
Okay.
Should I go get
So
it?
stealthily go beyond that door and go beyond, you will find the artifact.
Is that the move here, Iris? Do we want to take it?
I start moving.
I think at this point we need to keep it in our sights.
Okay. So then, yeah,
Right.
he's gotta go look for it.
So why don't we all go down the hall towards the artifact?
I don't think we're stealthy enough to make it past the hole, but I don't know.
Whoever
I
was
guess
Well,
we-
considering that our guy had to stoop over to get through the hole,
True.
why doesn't he just stand in front of the hole while we go by him?
That's true. I suppose so. There is also a growling.
Yes. Speaking of, Rendor, I want you to stealth as you go on ahead and make a perception check as you do so. Vincent, how are you continuing to keep these people in this other room occupied?
I just continue with the conversation.
Okay.
Whatever, Taya.
What is your Taya like then, if she isn't like me? So was that stealth and then perception, Rendor?
Yeah, in the order of request, yes.
Thank you. Okay. So you are still very much hidden. And you do, in fact, perceive as you head further down this hallway. So, reveal areas. This breaks off into this room. But it appears empty as you poke your head in. Just another little ditch. But then, as you continue down further, another part of the wall juts out. And you hear quite clearly now the growling coming from it.
Ooh.
Oh, that's profoundly unsettling.
Thank you.
All right, well, I can't find a way into the wall, huh? Just like growling within a wall?
Not from this angle, it would seem. But you can continue down the hallway. It does continue this way, to the right.
Yeah. Put me... Oh, checking for traps. Put me, like, coming around to see.
Okay.
Um,
Make a look for traps roll, then.
okay.
I kind of like hit Darius. I'm like, message Rendor, see if he's okay. See if he needs help.
10-4, good buddy. Rendor, what's going on? What's your 20?
Do I feel safe enough to respond?
In this instance, yes. You stop where you are to respond, and then I will give you the answer for your investigation.
Well, I am very close to the growling, and it is unsettling.
But you're safe, right? Be safe.
That's a good question. I am currently not attacked.
Hearing no further questions, you step forward, and just as you're about to set your foot down, you realize that there's like a faint glimmer in the floor. So you take a step back. As I copy this element from GM Info Overlay to where you can see. Right here. Whoops, not there, not that. Centered like this. And you kind of look and see that there is a shimmering, and this particularly magical trap, you can see slightly beyond the shimmering facade of the floor, which now that you've seen it is easy to see through. And that just beneath where the shimmering is, there is a small circular, what appears to be like slightly swirling, bluish, faint magic that is continuous. Which I will draw in it as well.
Okay. I have some concerns.
Yes.
I will continue around the bend.
Yes. So you can move around it, for sure. Okay. And let me get back to the layer. There we go. Whip. And whip. Whoops. I hid that area, didn't I? Whip. Now you can see that to your left is a door leading into the room that contains the growling, as well as a what appears to be like a door that was hastily plastered over before you. That seems to lead into the room. Either the room that was empty that you walked by, or the room that Vincent is in.
Okay. Can I check the door for traps?
Sure, go for it. Do that. In the meantime, Vincent, Taya
Which
had
door?
asked you what your Taya was like.
I don't know. She's like you, but not.
What does that even mean?
Shouldn't the rest of us go back down there? Because Drax is blocking the doorway anyway.
Would you like to?
I think I would. Why
Vorgana
don't we
kind
all
of agrees
go?
with you. Goes, if you think we should, Darius, then I think that that's a pretty good idea.
Maybe I'll just stand guard with Gregnut for now then.
I'll go with you too, Darius, but I'll be halfway so I can still. I feel. Is this just what doing adventures feels like? Does your stomach always feel like it's gonna like turn itself inside out?
Just talk to Maud. Talk to Maud about it.
Okay.
She'll tell you everything.
So, Chip and Darius head down this way. Are you trying to be stealthy? Darius?
Sure, why not?
Tell your boy to cover the hole with his butt first.
So
If
12.
I could remember who I was supposed to talk to, I would do that.
Well,
Vincent!
Okay, Vincent.
Mm-hmm.
Vincent, this is Darius. We're going to sneak down the hall. So stick your butt in front of that door so nobody sees us.
I kind of.
Alright? It's going to
As
take
I'm-
us a minute or two to get there, so
Poor Vincent.
just sort of block the way.
As I am talking to Taya, I kind of shift over in front of the hole and like try to,
Smooth.
basically just shift attention away from it. Maybe even like start walking down the other way, and like if they'll follow me, maybe I don't know.
Roll another persuasion check in the course of your conversation.
Okay.
And then, let's see, Rendor, you had rolled a 29 to investigate the doors.
Yeah.
Neither of them seem to be trapped. The one that's covered over in plaster just seems to be inconvenient. And the one currently in front of the growling seems to be locked, but it's a pretty simple looking lock. Okay. So,
Alright.
So,
yes.
pardon me, but what is the teal square in the empty room?
The teal square in the empty room was when I misclicked because I was trying to create a teal circle inside of that pink square. So you can ignore that.
Oh.
Goodbye, ghost.
Ah.
So, Vincent, while you're there in the room, for now you're able to successfully shift their attention away from the hole, whilst Darius, did you roll stealth yet?
No.
Do that, please.
Okay.
Away enough because you're currently like the topic of conversation. They don't seem hostile to you, but they're very confused and concerned and hesitant. So, if you can come up with the pitch for why they should not be with that, that would be a good thing. So, think about that. Rendor, what are you doing? Which door are you going to try to mess with? Hello? Hello? Oh, heckin' dang. Sorry, dear streamers. My thing disconnected for some reason. Oh my. Well. How about that? Oh boy.
Oh,
Sorry about that. I don't know what happened.
Hello.
okay.
Probably just the internet.
That was very weird.
Probably. Okay. Ooh.
Did the stream stop?
No,
Let me
it
look.
sounds like the stream is still going fine.
Huh.
What?
Really
That's
strange.
weird.
Just Discord, I guess.
Huh.
What, did y'all hear the end of what I had said?
I don't remember. I don't
No.
think so.
I was telling you, Vincent, that right now they're not hostile towards you at all, but they are concerned, confused, and slightly hesitant to deal with you. So if you bless you. So if you can come up
Bless.
with a pitch as to why they should not be, that's what I would encourage you to think about. Iris, Chip, and Darius, or Vorgana and Darius, are stealthing down the hallway, who just make it thanks to your distraction. So they're doing that. And Rendor,
Bless you.
there will be one more. And then Rendor, I need to know which of these doors you want to investigate first.
Let's investigate the plastered one first.
Okay. Alright, so upon taking a closer look, you can already bless you.
Bless you.
You can already tell that it's not trapped. It appears to be a simple enough door, but in an attempt to keep it closed, there is no lock on it, but what would be the openings have been plastered over, and you're not sure off the top of your head what you do for that besides strength, but you could probably figure out something.
Okay. And then the locked door I'll go to next.
Mm-hmm. Same here. With your investigation earlier, you got a 29, so I assume that... you can see that it's a fairly simple lock, but this is the door that you can definitely hear growling behind. But I want you to make a quick perception check for me.
Oh.
You hear
Technically that's a 17.
Gotcha. So you hear the quick growling behind it, and then you also notice a couple other things. You begin to notice that somewhat familiar footsteps are starting to come down the hall towards you, because Darius got a 12 on stealth, so you can hear that. But then also, in the midst of hearing that other thing, amidst the growls, you hear like a soft whine from behind the door as well.
Jacques?
It was like a whine deep enough to match the pitch of the growls.
Okay.
It's like a sad dog. Okay. I would like to try to pick the lock.
Go ahead and roll that ish, please.
What is that? Is that thieves' tools?
Yes, that is in fact thieves' tools.
Do any of the people down here have good animal handling?
Good question.
So I'm guessing that's Dex.
Oh, wow.
Efficiency.
Jax has pretty good animal handling.
Nice.
How about that?
Okay. It's +9.
Thank you for the text messages, dear.
Technically,
Technically a 19, yes?
yeah.
The lock
Because I'm
pops...
proficient.
Yes, of course. The lock pops open without incident, so you are now free to open the door as you wish. The growling returns at a low, consistent pace.
Maybe.
Hello,
Darius?
Darius?
Hello?
Okay, there you are.
I said maybe it's not a puppy. Maybe it's one of our panthers.
Oh.
That would be wonderful.
That would be weird.
And also weird, yes.
Made its way into Iris's book.
Oh.
It's a friggin' Cerberus or something.
Do you open the door,
That's
or
what I
do
was
you wait
thinking.
for your friends to join you, since you did hear them coming down the hall?
I'm gonna I'm gonna open it as quietly as possible.
Mm-hmm.
Do they know that trap is there?
No. I guess. Shoot, there's too much going on. Okay, I'm aware of them, right? I guess I will come back around and say, and just kind of like wave at them quietly to stop, frantically
Yes.
waving to stop.
Yes. Do you both stop? Chip, I think will stop. Or
Hey,
Vorgana.
dude, what's up?
Oh,
Darius says as he steps on the trap.
No!
No, I'm kidding.
Uh, roll a quick. How do I roll for intent? I guess persuasion or performance, Render. Roll for performance to convey to Darius the dire need to not step on that combination of squares.
Oh my God.
Tony's better at performing than Rendor is.
Aww.
Aw.
Oh no, they're tied. They're tied.
Okay. Cool.
It's kind of surprising.
All right, performance. Oh, watch the bonuses dive. Here we go.
Oh.
So
At least
Darius,
it wasn't a 1.
it looks like Rendor's doing a weird thing. It's like he's trying to tap dance, but Tony's body doesn't work. And also, you didn't think that Rendor did tap dances. You thought he was a gladiatorial fighter, so you're a little bit confused about that. And then your foot starts to slip into
Wait.
the hole. Yes?
Can he not roll below a 10, or is that only for specific things?
Well, Tony's not proficient in it, and Rendor is only half proficient in it. So the specification is if you're proficient in the skill, you can't roll below a 10. So I don't know.
I don't think so in this instance.
Yeah, I don't think so.
Darius, no.
I just message what's his name and say, "What are you trying to do?"
Well, I think
Smart.
you're about to do that, and as you do, your foot starts to slip onto this thing. I need you to make a,
I would tackle him if he's gonna step on it.
yes? Okay, then you
Yeah,
make a dexterity, what would this be? You make a strength saving throw to just push him away.
Strength.
Strong.
Nowhere near it.
+2.
You have been moving. I have not been moving you second to second. I apologize. You are able to tackle him to the ground, and Darius, you have this tiny goblin like holding your shoulder to the floor.
Dude, what are you doing?
Oh.
I go shh, and I whisper, "There's a growling beast, and you almost stepped on a trap."
Amazing.
Okay. Could you get off of me?
Oh.
Yes. I'll get off.
Better stop the red guy. He's getting there next to it too.
Mm.
Chip, seeing you have been tackled, goes, "Oh no, I got it. That's a bad square."
And then
I
I step on it. No, I'm kidding.
No.
Don't you know all squares are bad? And he pulls out the sunglasses that I gave him at the end of the last session. And puts them on.
Amazing.
All right. So what are we doing though? Actually,
I'm gonna go check out the room and see if the artifact is in there.
you want us for backup?
Yeah, just don't move.
Okay. He like immediately stands stock still.
I will try to sneakily open the door.
All right. Go ahead and roll a sleight of hand check to do so.
Oh my goodness.
Oh, okay, what's his sleight of hand? Oh, he's not bad at that. He's not bad. He's proficient. We're okay. We're safe.
Nice.
Hey, yo, here we go.
Oh my gosh, nice.
Wow.
Wonderful.
So, you kind of quietly open the door, which normally I would do with the creak sound effect, but you literally rolled so as to not do that. And
Like you push it open fast, like so it
yes,
Yeah,
gets the friction of the hinge to like
yes, precisely.
precisely.
you stop it just before it hits the wall.
Yes. And you look inside and you see kind of crunched, almost, not crunched, squished in the back corner of the room, but taking up most of the space here, a very large white wolf with blue
Ooh.
eyes and some like gray markings around its face and like
Dibs.
what looks like red things under its eyes. And then right in front of it is in fact the artifact in a box. But you can only imagine that's what's in the box since that's what she told you. And it also looks like the wolf is like bumped into it more than a few times, and the box is open so you can kind of see in. But the wolf is staring at you now. It's got the low like I don't know who you are growl going, but it's not approaching.
Yeah, you can't stealth when they can see you. Okay. I'm going to I'm gonna reach into my pack and pull out some dried meat
Oh, yay.
and just kind of toss it to the side in front of the wolf.
Okay. Go ahead and make an animal handling check.
Oh yeah. Oh, okay. Well, Render is well rounded. I will give him that.
Yay.
Tony is not. So Render is doing this. Ha ha.
Good
Cross your fingers.
Um,
Oh, thank goodness. Oh, thank goodness.
Yes.
Okay.
Wonderful.
So the wolf kind of steps up to it and sniffs a little bit, and then it looks at you, and you can almost swear that it looks like the wolf is trying to raise an eyebrow, but then it just goes back and starts to bite into the meat kind of carefully at first. Then it realizes it's not dangerous, and it eats up all of it really quick.
Okay, while it's eating it, I'm going to try to grab that box.
Okay.
Uh-huh.
It, I want you to roll. Are you trying to do this quickly or quietly?
It depends how fast it eats it. If it's doing it really fast, then I'm going to try to do it quickly. If it's eating it in enough time that I can do it quietly, I will do it quietly.
Okay.
I will let you decide, because I don't know what the requirements are.
I think... Okay. I think realistically what's going to happen in the situation that this is, as you start to approach closer to the wolf / the box, it like steps away from the food and kind of starts to growl again with its paws kind of spread in front of it, looking right at you. I want you / Darius / Organa to roll an insight check into this creature.
Oh,
Is Drax a wolf person?
Drax is kind of a wolf person.
Interesting.
He does.
Hey,
I think he
finally, I
can
got a
speak to
decent number.
animals.
Good job.
Tony, I think Tony said something about fur, so I was like,
Looking into the eyes of this wolf as it is defending the box, you realize that the eyes aren't only blue, there's like weird golden flecks in them. And they look way too smart and specifically protective of this box to just be a wolf.
Okay. Alright, I'm just going to say, hello. Can I take that box?
Let me check something.
I will also try it in... If I don't get a response, I will try it in Primordial.
Ooh. Interesting.
Okay. So you ask the first time, and it clearly understands you, and it like It stops growling for a moment, but it goes, "Roar!" But pointed, like it's trying, and then it seems to like twist its neck around like it does when a dog doesn't understand why there's like a restrictive clothing or leash or thing on it. And then it makes the whiny sound again, and then looks back at you and goes, looks at the box and goes, "Huh?"
Oh. Do you want me to see if I can untether you?
Oh.
Is that the agreement we're coming to here?
He kind of whines and growls for another minute and like stamps his paw on the ground.
I'd take a step forward and see what their response is.
He like looks at you for a second, and then he gets closer to you and goes, and like starts sniffing you absolutely everywhere.
Mm.
And then
Okay.
and then at the end of it, he like lifts up a paw, like a paw that's maybe half the size of your face.
Good friggin' gosh. Okay.
And then he puts it on like your shoulder and like holds you there to like look at in his eyes. And then he kind of goes,
Uh,
I want to roll another insight check.
oh, insight. Okay. Is that Tony?
Me too.
Tony's the insightful one.
If you want, Darius, the DC will be higher for you because he's not looking you in the eyes.
Gosh, how many 20s can you get in a row? That's so weird.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
I got 20, 20, 20, like adding up total each time.
Good for you, my man. Alright. Oh, wow, same for both of you. So, Darius, you just get the general sense that this wolf is way too smart to just be a wolf. Rendor, you specifically get this wolf is way too smart, and you have seen those eyes before.
What?
This is
This is their Drax.
that.
What?
Mm-hmm.
This is their Drax that they've been missing.
Okay.
The wolf hears its name over your shoulder and goes "Ruff, ruff," in like a higher pitch, and then it kind of cocks its head because it doesn't recognize you, Darius. But it goes "Ruff, ruff, ruff." And then it,
Come here,
like,
boy.
he comes out. He's not tied to the box. He's clearly confused about something, but he slowly comes out and kind of pads around. He like pushes his nose against the back of your head, Tony, like, why didn't you figure it out? And then is coming out.
Aww.
While he's distracted with Darius, can I try to sleight of hand grab the box?
For sure. Go ahead.
There you are, buddy. How you doing?
Oh.
I think I got some meat in here too, so let me look.
Oh.
I reach in to get some meat out of my pack.
Technically, it's a 19.
Done easily
Yeah.
enough. You're able to take it and
Nice.
it's a little bit big. It's the kind of thing Chip and Drax had to carry it before in their human forms, but you're able to kind of, if you take the artifact out of it, you can probably stash it in your robes.
Yeah, I'll just do that.
Yes.
Leave the box.
All right. So Drax now sits in front of you, Darius. He's acting like very polite and not too dog-like, but like it's like when a dog acts wise, if you know what I mean.
Mm-hmm.
So he's like sitting there kind of looking at you, and he just is kind of making noises and occasionally like trying to approximate a means of communication by going and just like trying to convey thoughts. So, in all the time that this has been happening, Vincent,
Yes.
what has your pitch been to keep them from growing more suspicious of you inside of you?
Poor Vincent. He's covered in sweat.
I'm just like, listen, in one way or another, we're all friends. You're my friends, but just not the versions I know. we need to find a way to work together somehow. We can find your Drax, and hopefully you can help me find my Taya, Tony, and what's the third person's name?
And those other guys.
Wait, I can get it. Just give me a second.
Okay.
This isn't in game.
Okay.
In the meantime, I'm going to message Vincent
Okay.
and say, Vincent, we're in the other room with the thing, and the growling is a wolf that is their version of Drax. So you can tell your friends that we found their friend, and he is a wolf. See how they act to that. And then come over and open the door because we're right on the other side.
I don't respond because I have to talk out loud to respond, right?
Yes.
So I just kind of, yeah. I don't respond, but your message has been heard.
Okay.
And I'm just like, do we have a deal?
Roll one more persuasion check for me. It's a relatively low DC. Pam, you're just
okay.
pacing at the end of this hallway.
I was actually wondering, is this like a corner where we're at? Is that like a hole in the wall, or is that just?
That's just me drawing lines badly.
Oh my
Okay.
gosh. Should I? I'm gonna use my chaos roll.
Go for it. Roll
Yeah.
1d6, buddy.
Okay.
That means you get a reroll at neither advantage nor disadvantage. So just roll it one more time. Roll that persuasion.
Okay.
Hey.
Hopefully that makes it.
Taya still seems a little bit confused, but Tony kind of comes up and like nods to you and goes, "I think you're right. Looking at it like this, we gotta work together. All right, so we gotta go back and do where you came from, and we gotta break down this wall, eh? You still just as strong as the other Drax? Because then we might be in trouble. But you look a little bit.
It may take some warming up, but
Okay.
I can try.
All right. So Chip, at Tony's behest, is going to approach the wall, if you want to as well.
Yeah.
Then both of you can go ahead and make attacks on it with a weapon, or just do strength checks if you just want to punch the wall.
We're just putting the door.
Either way, is it a door or is it a wall?
You can't tell from this side.
Oh, okay. I'll just try to break it down, and also my strength's gonna be low because I used my switch.
All right.
But does that? What stats did I even switch? Do you remember what roll I did? I think it was persuasion.
Yes.
So it's gonna be just a +1 using Drax's. Is that how that works?
Sure.
Okay. Well.
So you go to swing, and all of a sudden you get nervous at the last second, and you kind of bail out of it and slam into the wall to the side, and just some dust crumbles down, and Chip kind of laughs. Well,
I told you I'm a little rusty.
some things don't change, do they? And then he's going to... He's just going to punch the wall. Because he's Chip still.
Okay, cool. Whoa, okay. Calm down.
Rendor, you along with Darius, Vorgana, and Wolf Drax on the other side here. The wolf kind of starts to back up a little bit. I'm going to roll. I'm gonna roll a quick perception check for this wolf.
Is that
Actually, no.
metagaming? I don't know.
I don't know.
I will warn the wolf about the trap.
Thank you.
I know him,
Okay.
but I don't know who else is like who these other people are. Like maybe they're
That's
bad.
true.
Yeah.
You don't
By all
even
means.
you don't know what
Run-
happened when I went into that hole. Anything could have gone down.
Yeah. So I need to take him off background layer.
So I message Rendor and I say, "Is that you guys beating on the door?"
You're right there with him. You don't need to. You can if you want, but you don't gotta message him. You're there.
Or did you mean? I think you meant me.
Oh.
Yes,
Okay.
I meant. Oh, Vincent. Yeah,
Um,
Vincent. Is that you guys beating on the door?
I'm just like to kind of like cover up. I'm like, yeah, to like kind of egg on. Why do I
Okay.
just blank on his name every time? But I'm also trying to respond to Darius at the same time.
I get you.
So I say, stand back. I'll just open it from this side.
By the time you go to do that, Darius, there is a hole the size of like your torso, a little bit above your eye level in the wall, and through it you can see the shimmering golden locks of Chipponicus DuPont, but tied back in a nice little top knot, with a glorious bare chest instead of the armor, who is now going to then kick the wall 3 times. I hardly ever get to do this anymore. Chip, you literally did
Okay,
this last
Chip.
time we were in a fight. Oh, I stubbed my toe. Stubbed my toe in the last one. It's fine. Wait, ow, my word, the voices are getting mixed up in my brain. Stubbed my toe. I stubbed my toe on the last one. It's okay. It's fine. It's chill.
Can I hide?
Yeah,
Sure, roll a
I was
stealth
gonna.
check.
Say.
Yes, you
Dang,
disappear. You're behind here. But the wolf, upon seeing Chip through the wall, actually goes "Ruff, ruff, ruff," and immediately just like jumps on him and tackles him to the ground. Wait. And then like the wolf licks his face, and Chip kind of goes, Taya! She runs over, and so does Tony. And you're just standing there, Vincent, like,
This is really weird.
But now
Can I just like start walking down with Iris and Gregnut?
Yes, you may.
Just like a little bit. I just want to peek through like the hole in the wall.
There's Gregnut. Here is Pam. There's Iris.
We're doing like that classic cartoon thing where someone's at the bottom, in the middle, and on the top.
Yes, Gregnut, Iris, Pam. I think you're in the middle actually, because Iris is taller as Taya. But so you
Fair.
look in and you see like their backs. As they're all in there, you can see Vincent's back as Drax. You can see Tiny Tony in Holy Man robes from the back. You can see Taya in a rogue's garb. And you can look and see a very large, shirtless Chip DuPont, being like given kisses by a very large gray, white and gray wolf with blue gold eyes.
I'm just like looking at the wolf, and I'm like, I want it.
Oh my gosh.
Pam, really. I feel like I have to tell you this in this voice. Pam, this is not the time.
Sorry, you're right.
It's okay, I understand. Okay.
Tony kind of looks at you, Drax, the Holy Tony. Holy Tony looks at you, Drax, and goes, so I, suppose you didn't know about this?
Nope.
Alright, seems... The thing you just said sounds more honest than anything you said in the last 5 minutes, so I believe that.
5 minutes, my ass.
Hi, everybody. I'm Darius. How you doing?
You're okay. Oh my goodness.
Other Drax, are these friends of yours? Or is he a friend of yours?
I just like I'm staring at Darius, going,
Iris next to you, Pam goes.
Maybe we've met.
Something's going weird since this.
I'll be darned.
I don't know what's happening. I don't think this is good.
She's just dashing down the hall.
Wait, what is she doing? Greta, what is she doing? What you gonna do for this situation? He's just like looking at his hands and he's like, who am I?
Very, very
This
good.
is not the time for a mental breakdown, Gregnut.
Pam, do you want to stay where you are, or do you want to follow Iris, or what do you want to do?
I'm just gonna stay here. I don't know what to do.
Okay, that's fine. You can wait until the situation escalates.
I can hear everything, right? It's a
yes.
small space. Okay.
Yes, at this point, everybody's talking loudly enough that you can hear.
Got it. Wait. Okay, she's gonna run into Rednor first. Okay, good. Never mind.
So,
I just keep looking at that trap. Anyway, sorry.
Yeah, it's okay. So, Iris sees you where you were hiding, Rendell, and goes, Rendell! What is going on?
Hang on.
Do you have the artifact?
Shh.
Why are we...
Let's go. Let's go.
Do you start to go back towards her down the hallway?
Yep. Yep.
All right. I'll say that you run into the roadblock of Pam and Gregnut as she runs back, frazzled and confused. Darius, the other Taya just kind of stares at you, and it's weird to see a version of Taya/Iris in, like, darker clothes, in, like, a... You're like, is this, like, what teenage angst is? And you're, like, just pondering that for a second until the tiny Holy Tony kind of waves at you from... You can't quite see him properly behind the giant wolf tackling the giant man. But you hear his voice go, Hello there, Darius. Nice to make your acquaintance. I am Tony. Would you care to explain what you are also doing in this dungeon with a wolf who is our friend?
Well, I can try, but I'm not sure it would make any sense, to be truthful.
I'm just like a pure ball of like sweat that's just shooting out all over the place.
I think after Chip kind of pushes the wolf back down onto his feet, the wolf somehow slides between all of you and like just is on, like, stands on his legs and hugs Taya for like a long time. Just like fully nobody else cares. He's gonna like drag her by the like the hood of her thing to this corner so he can stand on his legs and hug her like a person. So now you can see Holy Tony as that happens, Darius.
So, Tony, see, so I don't know how I can explain it, but I know that that's Dax.
You mean Drex?
I can't tell you how I know that, but I just know that because look at him. Talk to him.
I had figured out myself as well. I had never seen any other kind of a wolf become so affectionate with this old lunk of meat unless he had the wrong idea. So that I do understand. Do you have any idea where we are? Because we currently do not.
I kind of just whisper to Iris, like, should we just, like, talk to them? Like, what are we supposed to do? What's the move, Iris?
What? Why do you think I know? I am 15. I am trying my best.
I don't know. Isn't she, like, a fellow oracle or something? Isn't she somehow connected to you? I don't know what's happening. I just got here.
Yes, but the oracle that I knew disappeared in a time loop thing.
This is not still her? Isn't this still her? Wouldn't she still be an oracle?
I guess. I don't know.
Are we yelling currently?
No! Let's go.
I lean back into the room, like exaggeratedly lean back, and I'm like looking in at Taya. And then I quickly stand back forward. She might have heard us. I don't know.
We can
Tony, to answer your question, no, I can't really explain how we got here. But I know that we've been tracking you.
Oh my god.
We came down around one corner, turned left, made another corner, turned left. Another corner, we turned left. And we found you. And that's all I can say.
If you turn left that many times, then you just end up back where you started. Isn't that how that works? Left and then left and then left.
That's what I'm saying. And here we are with you.
Okay. So you don't know nothing about no time artifacts, something or other. But we're also not in the basement of a bar for a bad prank, is what you're saying to me.
Well, we could be in the basement of a bar. I can't rule that.
Cause this one right here, I don't know if you know him. He's Drax, but not Drax. He said something about Taya, and then he stared at you real weird, and then said something that sounded weird. He said something about a bar, which was very convincing to start out with, and then almost nothing else after that sounded quite as convincing. So that's kind of where
I swear I was in a bar.
All right, Drax. All right. Can I call you like Drax too, or human Drax? Because that's actual Drax, and this feels weird now. Feels kind of disrespectful.
I've always liked the name Vincent.
Vincent, that is. He like gives you like he's super gonna make an insight check on that.
I just kind of look around.
I can call him Vincent too if you want.
Okay, Vincent it is then. Anyway,
Cool.
Pam, I don't think that Taya necessarily heard you, but after a moment, the Draxwolf does step down and goes up to the wall and starts sniffing and kind of pokes his head out the wall. And then just kind of looks up at you with blue gold wolf eyes.
I just raise my hand a little bit and just wave. Hi. Hi.
Make an animal handling check.
I'm not sure if I'm supposed to look at you or if you're supposed to see me, but I hold my hand out.
Nice.
He sniffs it. I think he sniffs it and he smells Darius and Rendor Tony on it and kind of nudges it with his nose in approval. And then he looks at
No, she's not there. She's not in sight.
okay. He looks at Greg Nutt and he sniffs him and rears back.
Can Greg Nutt do an animal handling check?
Yeah, roll a d6. Well, actually, no. Animal handling would be a thing that he knows how to do because of Kronkadonk.
True.
So, 1d20 plus 5, let's say.
Hello. You look very familiar to me. Similar to my animal. Wait, 1d20 plus 5?
Mm-hmm.
Would you happen to be Kronkadonk? My beloved Kronkadonk.
He, gets very has a very confused look at his eyes, and tries to bite Greg Nutt's hand like he doesn't understand that he's a person. Not super aggressively, but just how?
You're not my Kronkadonk. Greg Nutt, when was the last time you had something to eat or water or anything? You're losing it. I'm sorry. I don't know what's wrong with me. Maybe it was a bad dream.
Maybe he needs a Snickers.
You and you're hungry. Nothing else to see here. You can go back to your friend over there.
He is fully
Goodbye.
staying there.
No, goodbye.
Do you like try to push him back in?
Not necessarily, because I might reveal her.
As he's standing there,
I
you
can,
do. Yes.
I can say, "Come here, buddy. Come here, Drax."
I go over to Darius and I'm like, yes.
Oh!
Cool.
I think Taya.
Should I pet him on the head?
Yes.
Thank you.
Okay. I pet him on the head.
Oh!
Okay. So so Taya is going to notice that Drax has just been sticking himself out of the wall and is going to come over and go, "What exactly are you looking at? Where in here?"
I try to like hide. I drag Gregnet with me behind the wall, like in front of Rendor.
Okay. Everybody make stealth checks then.
Oh my god.
Oh,
I don't even know why we're hiding at this point. I don't know what's happening. But I follow Rendor's sneaky lead, I guess. So wait, what is it for Gregnet then? Did you just do it? Okay.
Gregnet is officially mechanically weird. You're not hiding, Darius.
You're all the way over there.
Okay. I'm petting the dog and Vincent.
You're not petting the dog. You called Vincent over and the dog ignored you.
Wow.
Hold on a second. So, two things happening at once. Rendor, are you also stealthing still? Oh, yes. That was your third
Yeah,
just now. So,
32,
Pam, you watch as Rendor evaporates out of existence. Iris, in shock, like stumbles forward towards the door and like falls on the ground as you and Gregnet do manage to hide. And now the wolf is looking down at Taya while Taya is on his back. And he is fully going to just like lean down and like sniff her face. And she goes, hi.
The jig is up, Iris. The jig is up.
I look over and I'm like, Taya? And I like run over and I do the same thing that the wolf did to their Taya and just like hug it, like pick her up and hug her.
You'll have to like push past him to the wall, but you can do that because he's like sniffing her face, and you can like you dive between his legs and pick her up as he's sniffing her. Oh, hi. And then he starts barking like excited but confused because there's two Tayas, and that's neat. He likes Taya.
I'm just trying to like back out into the other hallway now, like pushing Gregnet with me.
Like here?
No, like up more.
Okay. Whoop. So you back up. Rendor has gone away from existence. Not entirely.
It's so funny.
As Taya is now being shown a lot of affection by two wolf men boy. So does this mean we're all friends here? Drax? And she looks at you pointedly, Vincent.
I look at the other one, like the
wolf?
rest of them. Not the wolf, but like, you know, the other Taya and everyone I've been talking to the whole time to see if they're like
the positioning
going to
is
try
still
to attack us or anything.
the only other. So can you see the map?
Yeah.
Well, right now the wolf is the blue oval. You're the blue square who just picked up Iris, who is the green square. They can't really see you through this because he's blocking the way. And alternate Taya is still behind him, though she would be closer at this point, I do admit. But right now, Tony and Chip are still over here by Darius and Vorgana, who actually steps up and goes, "Hi, I'm Vorgana. I also don't mean you any harm, and I also think that wolf is pretty cool."
Wait, that's other Chip though, right?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I'm just gonna keep acting like I just was reunited with Taya, and I'm gonna be like, where's everyone else?
I see. Okay, make a performance or deception check then. Iris will as well.
I'm still backing away.
Gotcha.
Performance or what?
Or
I'll just do
deception.
performance. Okay.
I'm just like being like, don't be suspicious, don't be suspicious.
Don't be suspicious. Don't be.
Me and Greg.
Don't be suspicious. Don't be suspicious. Yeah. Yes. Very good. Okay, so you have gotten better at this lying thing, and it's easier now that your friends are here to assist. But Iris kind of goes, "Yes, it's good to finally see you. We're so worried."
Oh my god!
And I think the wolf at that point just kind of lays down on the floor with his head on his paws and just kind of looks up at her like, "Really?"
Oh my gosh.
So, now that there is space in this like smaller part of the wall that has been cut off, I think the other Taya lays on the wolf's back and also sticks her head through and looks up and goes, "Oh, so you did find yours." So,
Well.
I see why you were confused. You look like me, but you are not me.
See, that's exactly what I said.
Yeah. Yes, I am like you, but not you. How strange. Uh-huh.
I kind of like nudge, like elbow Taya / Iris, and I'm like,
So funny. We must be going then. Hold on. Wait a second.
where's everyone else?
They're back chatting it up over there with your purple Darius friend with the robes and the beard and the such. So do you want to explain why you all look like us or we all look like you, but also kind of not? Why are you in green? Well, I know it's supposed to be like a thing because it matches the eyes, but don't you think it's a bit much? No, that's... The wolf is like... Wolves don't purr, but it sounds like he's trying to laugh from underneath of her.
I also like giggle at the same time. Just like,
So you're noticing like a clear, at least partial personality difference as well. Listen, I get that you might want to run off or whatever, but we treated your Drax nicely. I think, though he seemed a little bit nervous. Why don't we all work together
I'm
to figure
still like
this out?
drenched in sweat.
Yeah.
What do you mean?
Iris is going to make a wisdom check with her Iris stats, not her Taya stats.
Nice.
To try and figure out what the best move is.
Smart girl.
Come on.
I would
kid.
think she should want to look at the other Taya's notebook to see where it fits in with ours, or whatever,
She kind of,
vice versa.
Considers for a moment and steals her shoulders and goes, "Yes, actually, I think you and I might have a lot to talk about. Do you mind if I bring the rest of my people with me? You got more?
Don't be suspicious. Don't be suspicious.
They might have run off somewhere. Promise that we've had some bad experiences in this place so far. I just want to make sure that this won't be another one." She kind of like nestles her like chin into the fur at the back of his neck, and she looks happy as a clam now. Like she has far less attitude. She's like,
Oh.
"You brought Drax back. I don't see any reason why I would be mad at you for that."
I whisper to Iris, and I'm like, "Let's kill them." No, I'm kidding. I don't do that.
Why? Oh my god.
How do people's emotions work? So yes. Also, Rendor, even with your you can come out of stealth or as you ever would want to, or you never have to if you don't want to because you rolled so gosh dang high. Just PSA.
Well, I'm going to listen and hear what their objectives are with regards to this artifact. So if the conversation comes up that they want it, I'm going to stay hidden.
Gotcha. Smart boy. Okay. So Iris kind of goes, excuse me for a moment, Drax. she's gonna turn down to the hall and go, "Would you join us, please? I think it should be fine. Pam? Gregnot?"
Wait, is she like calling us down?
She seems to be. She's like a little bit hesitant about it, but she is doing it. She seems to have like made a call.
I just
What
like
about Chip and why can I now not think? Okay, Tony. I only have enough storage in my brain for one of their names at once.
I think Chip is already over there with Darius, who I imagine is being acquainted. Vorgana and regular Chip are actively comparing muscle size. They're fully doing the bro arm grab thing.
nice.
It's the positive version of what their interaction was like before when Vorgana fought the bad Chip, basically.
Oh.
And as for Tony, I'm not sure where he went, but I trust that he'll be around when we need him. So when you
I start walking down, I guess.
Okay. Okay. Let's all meet up at the actual door, yes? The Wolf Drax just stands up with Taya still on him and, like, answers for them both by moving them.
Cute.
Here. Let me click on it! There. So, if that case, everybody's gonna clump up down here.
Okay.
Right at the trap.
Oh no! Stop!
I pointed out to Darius. I pointed out to the dog.
And we're gonna.
Chip knows.
I'm gonna walk right towards it unknowingly.
No!
Hold on 1 second.
We need to throw a monkey wrench into this, all this happiness.
This conflict resolution, garbage. Bring back the
Someone
chaos.
needs to die by midnight, Granny. Or I'm quitting the show. No, I'm kidding.
Oh my god. I'm losing
Darius,
my mind.
what have you been talking to Tony about?
I've been trying to explain where we were
Okay. So
in regards to.
So you made a big loop and you came back here and you met us. Have you run into any trouble in this place? Because so far all we've met is you, and for some reason Drax is a wolf and not a person, which he does sometimes, but usually he does it on purpose, and now he seems to be a little bit annoyed by it, to which Drax, who is now behind him, goes to, like, affirm.
Oh. Well, he's like our. Well, we got a guy like that, but he turns into wood.
That makes all of them cock their head to the side, like, what? That sounds like my
That's true. That's true. He's not here right now, but yeah, like I said, we got a guy like that.
So, okay. You do hear everybody start to approach Darius.
Mm-hmm. Hey, watch out in the corner. There's another trap, so don't step on it.
What? I stepped directly on it. No, I'm kidding. No, I'll listen to Darius.
Okay. So you all stay close to the wall. And come over here. Oh, you have even more friends. How come you have more friends than we do? That doesn't seem fair. Hello, I'm
well,
Tony.
I don't know. And I kind of am like glaring at Iris.
It's not our fault if we're terribly likable. And Tony laughs at that. Rendor, in the shadows, wherever you are, you can hear everything that's going on. I don't know if you can see where I moved you, because I put you specifically in a hidden area. Like, beyond the like, unrevealed portion of the map.
Okay.
But you are near enough where you can hear all conversations.
Be in the spook.
Yes. Okay, so do we got something to be worried about here, or are we all looking for the same thing?
What are we looking for? I'm kind of just
Oh,
playing dumb.
the two chips have the same answer in different variations. I'm looking for glory and honor and the power of battle. Morgana just kind of goes, that sounds dope. I think this one wants it in with a god thing or something, but I'm honestly just down with what you said. That sounds good to me. And they once again do the ha, the
Oh.
hands. And Tony goes, well, it's good to see that doesn't change. I don't actually know. Taya, I know you're real happy to have Drax back, but could you do your thing, please, with the smarts and the such? And she kind of sighs and stands up. Listen, it's all very new to me. She kind of looks at Iris. I don't know how much I actually know and how much of this I'm making up in my head. And looking between the two of them, I want... well, I don't even think you really have to make a check. You can actively tell that the Taya that Iris is now is, like, older and a little bit more skilled. Iris herself, in her actual body, was starting to have, like, some gray hair sprout out of her head. This Taya has some as well. But the Taya across the way appears, like, younger. Her like, cheeks are even a little bit chubbier. She doesn't have any gray in her hair. So she kind of looks at the slightly older Taya, like... So this is all real, then? And then she kind of, like... Iris kind of, like, sighs. I think so. In as much as I can tell, though... Not lost with subject to change. And then Iris kind of clears her throat. Is there, perhaps something you would like to tell me, or like me to look at? I might be able to help somewhat. You know about the artifact? Yeah, I guess I do. Hold on. She pulls out a notebook, and Darius, you already kind of figured it out. It does appear to be functionally the same notebook as what the other alternate Taya had, but this one matches more so with the aesthetic of this Taya. It's like a dark leather-bound notebook with a little weird lock on it versus the leaf-bound one the other one had.
I'm like, I like your notebook.
Thank you, I made it myself.
Oh my god. Cute.
Anyway, she starts to flip through it. And Iris kind of comes over when she sees that she's allowed, and she looks at... So I had this dream, and I think I was somewhere here. And I saw the artifact that we found, and I saw this. And she kind of holds it out. There's writing on the wall. And Iris pulls it up, and she goes, oh, this is in... Could you read this when you wrote it down? No, I couldn't. I didn't get it. Well, I think I can. Or this, she like clears her throat. I should be rearranging these squares to make sense. I'm sorry, but I'm getting caught up in looking at notes and such. Anyway, the other cute thing that happens is that Draxwolf, when he sees that the two of them are like clumped together looking at the notebook, he sets his big wolfy head on both of their shoulders so he can read what they're looking at. But your Taya looks, and she can read it, and she looks and she goes, so you saw a vision of a wall. We had a wall like this that we... Okay. When we live in the now, we determine more of our future than when we use our she kind of squints a little bit. Are immediate breaths to regret that which is already past. This is true no matter the tricks. How come you could read that and I couldn't? Well, that's in Druidic. And you, I imagine, do not read Druidic. No, I can't. I can read Elvish, or... Thieves can't. Thieves can't? Yeah? I mean, she, like, gestures to her outfit. She, like, Iris looks at you, Vincent, because Tony is not there. Because she knows, and she kind of looks at the rest of you like, thieves can't, huh? Like the other one that we read?
Interesting. What does that mean?
Okay. Did she write it?
And you found this... You had this vision, this dream, only after you found the artifact already? Yeah, I had a lot of dreams when I was little, but they were just dreams. It wasn't... Are you sure? Okay. Hold on a second. The rogue Taya takes a step back and is like, this is all a bit much. We don't know where we are. I'm talking to another version of myself. I'm just now realizing how strange that is. What are we doing here? Iris kind of looks down, and she kind of like... One of her hands twists in the like green robes that she has on, and she kind of sighs. Okay. Have you ever heard of the Oracle? What? Okay. Well, you are about to. Let's, we need to think about this artifact and what it means for all of us being here, because I think whatever it is, I think things are currently going better than they have before, or they will in the future, and I think we need to be careful with that to make sure it stays that way, because you and I are and are not the same in ways far beyond what you could imagine. And I'm... promise you when I tell you I'm trying to help. You sound... insane. So why... do I believe you? And then there's like a tense silence. And then Tony goes, who actually has the artifact for a moment here? Not that we're being all... And then there's more silence. Here's what I want to ask y'all. So... heckin' gosh dang it. Do we want to end here on this point of tension? I know we had mentioned something about finishing this tonight. That did not end up happening. I'm sorry, but also this is how dice work.
It's funny that you would expect some sort of schedule.
I know. Very rarely do sessions end how I think they will. Almost never.
Granny, I'm standing firm. Someone has to die by midnight, or I'm quitting the show. No, I'm kidding.
I'm cool with ending.
Can I ask a question?
Yeah.
Did our Iris Taya find the pages that were missing in her notebook in the other Taya's book?
It's not that. Are you asking me or are you asking in game?
I am asking in game. So
Do you want to message that?
If you are asking that to Iris as she's standing there in the silence, if you message that by whispering it into your cloak, into the wire in your cloak, she'll kind of quietly.
I message her.
Mm-hmm.
I message her quietly in the collar of my cloak.
Mm-hmm.
Iris, are the pages that are missing in your notebook? Are they in the pages of this lady's, this Taya's notebook?
She kind of sighs. The other Taya has walked a little bit of ways away to kind of process. And she kind of whispers. She actually whispers into a piece of metal that hangs down from her, like, little druidic headpiece. And yes and no. The pages are filled out by us experiencing what happens in them, but what they're going through now, Darius, what they're going through now, and what the others went through when we defeated them, they're all different versions of the same pages. It's not. It is and is not a one-to-one. It's. Darius. I think it's all the possible versions happening at once. And I think that's. Yes, what?
I was going to say, well, being a student of sciences, I can kind of grasp that.
Good. Maybe you can help all the rest of us with it. And I think that is where we will end tonight's episode.
Woo! Dungeons! Dungeons!
No one died. I'm quitting, but I'm kidding.
I'm sorry. Everyone kept being
No,
reminded about the trap.
Yeah, see, if I had just tripped it, and then I could have died, and we could have gotten out of here. No, I'm kidding. This is more interesting.
Like, I don't know, these people, are they going to attack us like the other ones did?
Yeah.
Once they know we have the artifact, do they want the artifact? Are we...
Yeah, like, once they know we have it, will they just, like, turn south and start, like, aggressively trying to attack us?
I mean, their Drax guy just kind of, like, left it. So I don't know how important it is to him.
That's true.
Unless he, like, loses his intelligence in animal form. Or is Drax just a wolf? Is that what he is?
I think they mentioned that, yeah. That he usually can turn into a wolf, but isn't stuck in wolf form.
You can control it.
Yeah. But this time he's stuck in wolf form for whatever reason.
Maybe they just don't know how important the artifact is. I don't know.
Yeah.
There's a lot of possibilities. Alright. Well, I hope everybody had fun.
Cliffhanger!
I was gonna say that.
Cliffhanger!
Okay.
Cliffhanger.
Huh. How far? Oh, okay. Maybe. Okay.
Yes.
In the now abandoned, semi-abandoned back halls of the place that is half imagination and half memory, of the circus that you ran and fought through on the way to get here, Pam, until you got lost in a hall of mirrors,
Oh
a strange new performer takes the stage at the circus with bells on his feet and a laugh on his lips that echoes throughout all of the darkness until all the things that weren't supposed to exist without you being there feel him. And that's where we'll end tonight's episode.
Why? Why?
Because
That's
you literally asked for it.
spooky.
You've done this to us.
Very spooky for me.
Damn it, Pam.
It's my favorite meme.
Tune in next time for Damn It Pam 7.
Please let this be only a 7-part bottle episode.
We'll try.
I tried really hard to step on that trap. I'm just saying.
I know.
God.
Listen, do I just go too high concept for everything all the time, always? Said the girl whose idea for a first D&D campaign ever was to play through literally all of the systems in the same campaign.
I think it adds to the world. I think it would the world wouldn't be as interesting
We will be
if there
playing
wasn't
this
so many
until our
facets and stuff.
Yeah.
Yes.
Well, thank you all for playing. I hope you all had fun.
Yes, it was great.
Yes.
Yeah. Thank you.
Mhm.
Thank you.
Hopefully the rest of our cast will be able to join us next time. However, we continue on with the bits and the feels and all of the things.
Yes, we do.
All right. So you've had your cliffhanger, you've had your warm milk, you've had the bedtime story. Where is my application? There it is. Would you all like to do your very special sign off?
You know it.
All right. I can count. Do I count down from 10 for this too?
In 5, 4, 3, 2,
Ew.
1. And
That's
Yeah.
Just how we roll.
Good night, everybody. We love you.
Good night,
We'll see you next
Good night.
time.
Love you all.
Bye.
Thanks for watching.
Bye.
Tune in next time.